The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Everybody knows that I love you. Everybody knows that I need you. Everybody knows that I do, except you. I told the stars above
Calling.
about the one I love.
Dirty cover.
I told the morning sun.
Dick.
Yeah, I'm telling everyone.
You're a fanny.
I told my mom and dad. Wow. They seem to understand.
You're a builder.
And I'll get through to you.
Shanty Coleman.
It's the last thing that I do. Everybody knows that I love you. Everybody knows that I need you. Everybody knows that I do, except you. Everybody knows I live for you. Everybody knows I adore you. Everybody knows that it's true, except you.
You beeping on about?
I told all of my friends
I like the mushy peas.
again and again and again.
Flipping it.
I drove them round the bend.
Am I talking to myself here?
So now you're my only friend.
Just shut your hell.
I told the passers-by
I done it in the garden.
I made a small boy cry. Yeah, and I'll get through to you. It's the last thing that I do.
Rap Pussy.
'Cause everybody knows that I love you.
Hello.
Everybody knows that I need you.
Hello.
Everybody knows that I do, except you.
You're a builder. Shag a phone. I'm David Babcock and I got my Willie stuck in the hook.
I'm going crazy, baby. What do I have to do? You know I love you, baby. Maybe you love me soon.
I am Jason Victim. Hello.
Everybody knows I live for you. Everybody knows I adore you. Everybody knows that it's true, except you. Except you. Except you.
I'm David Babcock and I got my Willie stuck in the hook.
How come everyone knows except and everybody knows that I do, except you.
You're a pervert.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, and you are...
Tonight I'm feeling like I want to be Barbara Hershey.
Okay, there we go, you see, inventor of chocolate in America. American chocolate. American chocolate sucks. Here's the thing.
Cheesy, isn't it?
Here's the thing. I did something very 0344 499 1000 if you want to call in. But really, why would you want to? And why would we want to talk to you? I mean, for God's sakes, the arrogance of some of you. I did something very daring today. I cooked myself a ready meal. I cooked myself a chicken curry ready meal. Yes. What's the date today?
It's the 5th.
Yeah. This was best before the 27th of February. And I'm fine.
Well...
It's all mainstream media fake news. It's all bullshine. They put those dates on there just to you up.
Well...
It's done nothing. It's done Nothing. It was a little bit furry, but it was tasty. I was satiated. I was full. I was full up, and I've not had any ill side effects.
Let's discuss this tomorrow.
I had these about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 hours ago. 9 hours ago, you big piece of shit.
Hey!
9 hours ago, I had these, and I have no throats. Nothing bad come out from my bum or my mouth.
You wait.
Nothing.
Later it'll be, say hello to my little friend.
Nothing bad come out of my bumhole or my mouth. I had a grand meal. It's lies. All this food that we throw away, which we don't need to. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. You will not silence me on this, Catherine, or you, dear listener. It's a conspiracy.
I found some barbecue sauce, Heinz barbecue sauce.
Yep.
And I thought, oh, yeah, that could go quite nicely with what I'm eating.
Yep.
Thankfully, I didn't use it. When I was packing it away, I thought, God, I wonder how old this is.
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah, I'd have had it. The thing about the sauces, though, the sauces have got so much sugar in, they're preserved. Had it been opened?
Yeah.
Fine, you can scrape the top off, like Theresa May with her jam. That's exactly what you do, isn't it?
I like mine quite hard, and then I like to put it all in my mouth at once.
Me too, Paul. Me too. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's do this, all right? Let's do this. Guys, it's a little bit local radio, but you know what? Who cares? We are local radio. We're local to the planet Earth. Let's find the oldest bit of food that we can find in your collection tonight and eat it. And the thing is, people will know tonight of all nights, tonight the holiest of nights, it's Shrove Tuesday, the day that Jesus hunted for a plastic lemon. People will know what is in the back of their cupboards because they'd have been looking around for Jif. Jif. Is it Jif?
Yeah.
It is Jif.
Yeah.
Is that why Jif changed to Sif? Because of Jif lemons, and people were putting scourer on their pancakes, their man cakes, I called them.
Yeah.
No reason I called them man cakes. It's just a little bit of fun I have. Is that the reason they changed? Here's what we're going to do, right, tonight. Two things. 0344 499 1000. It really is going to be, I'm going to say, a 4 out of 10 show this evening. So if you're a hardcore fan, thank you for supporting us tonight. If you're someone who hates us, you're going to have a lot of ammunition tonight. Digital Spy will be very busy. If you're someone who just kind of tolerates us, I suggest switching off because you won't get pleasure out of tonight's show. It's going to be perfunctory, is what you're going to get. But so here's what I want tonight. I want to know the oldest thing, food thing. The oldest food thing. Don't say the oldest thing in your kitchen.
Oh.
If I don't say grandma.
My great-grandma's spoon.
There we go. You see, that's not what the phone-in is. The phone-in is the oldest. We were so poor when I was young. We were so poor, right? And I remembered this yesterday. We were so poor, okay, that one of the games I used to play as a 3-4-year-old when I was hungry, my mum would get the saucepans out and the wooden spoon. I would make imaginary food and I would eat it. I would sit there in the living room. She would sit in her chair, Mum's chair. I would sit at her feet and I would make the mixing bowl, wooden spoon, then saucepan. I'd make imaginary food and then I would eat it. That was playtime and lunchtime together. That's how poor we are. True.
It wasn't lunchtime.
Yes, it was. Sometimes it was. That's how
She didn't
poor.
even make you a sugar butty.
Well, this is, I was going to say, one of the great treats of big kids these days. They, mustn't give them E's. Mustn't give kids E's. You know, E numbers. It was too much sugar. It's too much sugar. No, there's not. When I was a kid, for a treat, if you'd behaved well, you were allowed to suck your finger and stick it in the sugar bowl, and whatever was stuck to it, you could suck it off. You could suck it off. So the trick was to take your whole finger in your mouth, stick it in the sugar bowl, and then bend it so you could push it deeper. That was a treat. And then, yeah, we would have sugar sandwiches. Slice of white bread, margarine, Stalk SB on it, fill it up with sugar, fold it over, sugar sandwich. And they talk about an obesity crisis now. Also used to love syrup sandwiches. I used to love syrup. Again, it's like, this time you get 2 slices of bread, Stork SB, put a little bit of syrup on it, smear it over, cut it into quarters. Wow, a syrup. My sister would have banana sandwiches, which I drew the line at that. But syrup sandwiches and sugar sandwiches, I'm going to have one when I go home. Who cares?
You drew the line at an actual food group.
Yeah, no banana in my sandwich. Although I tell you what I had the other day. I had bananas and custard.
Beautiful.
I had bananas and custard. I had a carton of custard. I had some bananas, and I went, I think I can make a meal out of this. And I did. I made a delicious, healthy meal out of it. I had the whole, it's like one of those litre tubs. I had the whole custard. The whole custard.
You, my friend, are living the dream.
My mum used to make custard, I used to think. But then looking back, I realised she was making it with powder. She had like custard powder.
Yeah.
Big tub.
Birds.
Big tub of birds, custard powder.
I've made custard from scratch. Turns out it's dead easy.
Yeah, me too, mate. I've made egg custard tarts.
Yeah.
So don't come all the
I think I gave you the recipe for that, so don't get flashy.
Mate, I made it when I was 10. Oh, thanks. So unless you had a time machine and you
Did
went
you
back...
make it though, or was it just air custard?
Oh no, I made it. I was 9. And I made it at school, and then I went home and I made it because it was the most delicious thing. But I was just slurping that custard. I didn't let it set. I was just slurping. I've had a few spouts of cooking in my life.
Spouts?
Yeah, just little periods, little spouts of where I've got really into cooking. Just like when I was younger, I had a few spouts. As you know, recently I've been getting into cooking. So just you can pinpoint.
Yeah, but that big pot I bought you, I noticed you're using it to weigh the bin down a lot.
Well, the cats do. The cats jump on the bin. Mainly Lucky.
I would like you to take it off the bin.
I cannot
and put
do that.
something in it. And clean it first.
No, if I take it off the bin, then I come home and the bin's all over the floor. There's just crap everywhere, and I come and I go, girls, what have you done? So tonight's phone-in really is tenfold. It's what crap food did your parents give you as a kid? What's the oldest food you've got in your kitchen? Can you find it, phone us up and eat it on air, please? There was loads of other stuff in that, wasn't there? It doesn't matter. We make it up as we go along. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Closing time conversation for tax inspectors, taxi drivers, and taxidermists. Great big talk for the wee small hours.
You've been trolling me big time, mate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Steve has texted in. I don't know how you do it. Steve has texted, Iain, there is a guy on YouTube who buys and eats military rations, some as old from the 40s, etc. I'd pay top dollar to see that. I wouldn't pay anything to see it. I've been 0344 499 1000. Noel, Drage and Ray, stay there. Today I started listening to it. It's 27 hours long, so it's going to take a while. Remember we had a guy on, I can't remember his first name, Womack was his surname, who'd written 2 books, 2 volumes, 2 tomes about George Martin. Sir George Martin to you, the producer, the famous producer, not just the producer of the Beatles, producer of many, many, many acts. And it is, I just started it, right? So I'm on chapter 3. And it talks about Scylla. Rolf Harris is mentioned. But the guy narrating the book is an American guy. And it goes like this. George Martin was busy producing a brand new album for Scylla called Scylla's World of Rainbows. Speaking of the album, Scylla said, well, I like the songs very much and it means a lot to me. And later on, he was working with Australian artist Rolf Harris. Rolf spoke about working with George. Well, it was really good. He does the
No, he doesn't do the voices.
Yes, but they're awful. They're awful. They're just the worst. It's incredible. I've left. It's on my phone. Maybe I can. Oh no, I can't. I can't for various reasons. For various legal reasons, I cannot do that. Remind me to bring my phone in tomorrow. My phone's in the car. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Let's go to Ray, good evening, Ray.
Good evening. When we were hard up, my mum used to give us banana sandwiches, and I used to despair when they were provided.
Here's the thing about bananas. I like the idea of bananas, and I've been eating bananas recently in an attempt to lose weight. It's not a diet. I just want to lose weight. But bananas are only ripe for about 20 minutes. They're either too green and too hard, or they're too black and mushy. So you've only got a 20-minute window of, and even then, if the base of your banana has been bashed, you quite often I'll leave a third of banana uneaten. They're very, very, very suspicious of the bananas, Raymondo. Very, very suspicious.
Given the choice of too hard or too soft, which would you eat?
Well, I like to follow the advice, the good advice of my good friend Paul.
I like mine quite hard, and then I like to put it all in my mouth at once.
That's it. I would go too hard over too soft. Definitely.
My preference would be for a firmer.
I prefer green over black. I hope that doesn't. Probably can't say that now. Someone's probably going to call me out for being a racist. Well, if it's racist to hate hate black bananas, then I'm a racist. I'm a racist.
Well, one food thing I did when I was living alone and hard up was buying mystery tins, effectively tins with no labels on. Get them home and think, right, I wonder what's in these. Let's open them and.
Oh, do you know what I remember? I vaguely remember the Co-op doing that, and the Wentworth shopping. The labels would come off, wouldn't they? And you'd just they'd have like a box of silver tins for like 10p each.
What if it was pedigree chum?
Well, then you got pedigree chum. I'm sure I seem to remember my mum doing that, and we had tinned apricots, which was a great turn up for the books.
Yeah, there's me hoping there's like the hot dogs in there, but it turns out to be mushy peas or something.
I do miss the days of the broken biscuits. Used to be able to buy broken biscuit packets. I don't think you still can.
You can get them in some cheapo shops.
Okay, cheapo shops. I read an interesting fact the other day, right? And I don't remember the two celebrities were involved in it. I don't remember the female celebrity. Okay,
make it up.
Okay, well, a famous female model once watched Seal. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Eat a whole loaf of bread dry in one go.
Would it be Heidi Klum? He used to be married to her.
Could be. It could be. Watched Seal eat a whole loaf of bread dry in one go.
Is he going,
What do you mean? He's been in an accident or something. What are you doing?
Suckerfish.
I mean, geez. Raymondo, you are the music keeper of this show. You have a playlist of every goddamn, and I'm sorry for swearing, but it's every goddamned song that we play. Where can people find this? Because they keep annoying me, asking me about the songs I've played.
Right, well, it's a YouTube playlist. For those who are hoping it's on Spotify, you're out of luck.
Yeah, out of luck, losers. Tidal and YouTube.
The address, I shall spell it for you, it's bit.do, that's bit.do, /Iain Lee Music.
There we go, Raymondo. You keep up the good work, sir. May God bless you for that. Let's go to Naveed. Good evening, Naveed.
Hi, how are you?
I'm tired. Physically, I'm feeling a little better because I had a session with the osteopath today. It was finger clicking good, and back clicking good, and neck clicking good. Although he did a weird thing. I'm going to book 2 more sessions. So, have you ever been to an osteopath, Naveed?
No.
Okay, right, they're good, right? Apparently it's quackery. My ex-father-in-law, who's a cardiologist, thinks it's bunkum. I'm like, what? He thinks it's the same as, like, crystals and stuff, right, in homeopathy. Anyway, I haven't been to one for a while, but I used to see a nice one called Brian. This guy's called David, right? And here's the thing. I went dressed as I am today, Catherine, as you see me. My Paul McCartney / John Wick T-shirt, my jeans, and as you were. And I was, in the past, I have stripped down to my underpants to be clicked. This guy didn't strip me, so he's doing it all clothed, and I felt didn't feel right. I wanted to be free, and I had my pants on, my special pants on, so that nothing would drop out. There'd be no embarrassments. But he didn't ask me to strip off, Naveed.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's caused a little bit of tension between us now, which is good. That's how I like to proceed. What do you have for us tonight?
I would like to talk to you about the person Ruby that you interviewed last week.
The who?
Ruby.
Oh, Ruby! I didn't interview her. Ruby was a caller who was struggling a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, she sounded so sad.
Yeah.
So I understand where she's coming from, because I've had that experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell me more if you want to tell me more. What happened to you?
I was with someone ages ago, nearly 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And I dated her. I got married to her.
Sorry.
And then she ran away with someone else 13 years ago.
Wow. Hang on a minute. 30. How old are you, Naveed?
I'm 37.
Okay, gosh, you've got a very, very young voice. Honestly, I thought you were about like 24. I think, what, you got married at 11?
No, I got married at the age of 25.
Okay, so respectable age to be married. How come she ran off with someone, man? That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's a long story, basically. She ran away from home to be with me.
Ooh.
And then she went to college, and she probably met someone there, and she left me for someone else.
Oh, mate. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's lousy. How are you doing now, 13 years later?
I'm okay.
You over it?
No, really?
No. But you're having a little giggle? You having a little giggle?
I can't do anything about it. You know, like my mum says, once someone's left you, they've left you. There's no point in thinking about them because they don't care. They've moved on.
Well, but you and I know that it's
hard.
It's not as easy as that,
Yeah.
is it? You can't just switch off you can't just switch off your feelings. You know, whatever your mum says. And mums often give out great advice, but I'm going to be honest, that advice she gave you there was lousy.
Yeah, of course.
That was lousy advice from your mum. But I'm sure it was meant with love, and you know, you're a little boy, a little soldier, and she wants to look after you, man.
I was going to say, I don't know if my picture is still up on Myspace, but
Sorry?
I haven't.
Myspace?
I haven't been on there for ages now, so I don't know if my picture is still on my account or active.
I don't know. Would you want me to check it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to go to MySpace.
Is MySpace still open?
Yeah, MySpace is myspace.com. Yeah.
/
Yeah.
Naveed, Navid.
Yeah.
ALAM.
ALAM.
That's it.
Let's have a little.
It should be a picture there.
Terms have changed. I have read and I understand. Okie dokie. I agree. And there's your thing. You're in Huddersfield, but there's click on photos. Hey, you got the shaved eyebrows. You got the pearl earring. You're a good-looking guy. She was a fool to leave my good friend Naveed. Oh, yeah, Naveed. When you shaved your eyebrow, were you worried that you'd shave the whole thing off, Naveed? When you put in the earring, did you worry that you'd look like a dick? Well, you don't look like a dick, and you did your eyebrow justice. It's Naveed, oh yeah, Naveed on my space. Naveed sitting on my face.
Whoa.
What? Okay, Naveed, you're still up there, brother. You're a good-looking guy. Go out, go out. Forget that girl. She's not thinking of you. Go out. And find me. Hey, there's my MySpace.
I'm trying to find mine, but
There's my MySpace.
What does Catherine think about me?
Let me see.
Oh, he's gone now. I'm on my MySpace.
Naveed with his pearly earring.
Well, I'm looking at mine. All I've got on mine is pictures of Chris Marshall for some reason. All right, hang on, here we go.
Oh.
He's got something shaved in his hair. I can't see it, but it looks really cool. He's got it shaved in his hair.
Oh, Naveed.
Oh, I think Kath might be hot for you, man.
I'm 6'1".
Ah, too tall for her. She's 4'9". Hang on a minute. How the hell do I log in? How do I log into my MySpace?
Sign in. I wonder if I've still got the same...
Sign in. Sign in. I don't know what my email... Bedum. No, I can't sign into it. How would I sign in? Naveed, how would I sign into my MySpace? I want to let's get everyone on MySpace. Get away from the A men on Twitter and the D men on Facebook. Let's get on MySpace. This is what we're going to do. We're bringing MySpace back, Naveed.
It's owned by Justin Timberlake.
Okay, thanks for your call. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Take a trip into the alternate reality of late night radio.
I think I'm in something like The Matrix, and so are you.
The late night alternative.
Hello.
With Iain Lee.
Is there anybody out there?
On Talk Radio.
Hello.
0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Dredge, how the hell do we sign into our old Facebooks, MySpaces?
MySpace is a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, did you remember somebody bought that for like £1 billion last year or something, in the vague hope that it was going to come back?
No, they didn't. No, I remember that ITV bought Friends Reunited for £5 million. Just after Facebook launched, and ITV. If you remember, Coronation Street for a while was sponsored by Friends Reunited because ITV bought it, and their plan was they were going to own a social network because Friends Reunited was still quite big, and they were going to make loads of TV shows out. They're going to do a series called Friends Reunited, and it will be that. And then, literally about a month after they bought it, the bottom fell out of Friends Reunited, and it disappeared. They didn't make any shows, and I think they sell it back to the guy that invented Friends Reunited for £1 about 10 years later, because he said, I think I know how to make a success of it, and he bought it back for £1, and it failed miserably.
I'm sure they did that with MySpace. It might have been a long time ago, maybe like 5 years ago. But
long time ago, when there was a... What you got for us, Dredge?
No, it's just we were so poor when we were kids.
Here we go.
Were so poor.
Here we go.
We were so poor. We literally had no money.
Right.
No, but what it was, sometimes we would go to a fairground or something, me and my sister, and my dad would buy us a hot dog, but it would only be half each, I'm afraid.
Okay, yeah. No, I understand. But the thing is, those hot dogs are big, though. You know, my boys polish off. My boys have stopped ordering from the kids' menu. They order from the grown-up menu now. This is where it's going. But those hot dogs can be big, Dredge, and you're a little man.
Well, now when I go to a fairground, you know, I make sure I buy a whole hot dog, and I feel really self-indulgent.
Tough guy, huh? Tough guy. I do like a hot dog, but the bread is just bread, isn't it?
What do you think of bread and dripping? That's the question.
Oh, I love it. I love a bit of bread and dripping. Yeah, oh yes. I haven't had bread and dripping for a long, long time. Kath's pulling her nose
Well, only
up.
because I remember sticking my finger in a bowl full of dripping, thinking it was cake mix.
Oh.
Well,
slurped it down.
Yeah.
Nasty surprise.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I couldn't eat olives for a long time because the first one I had I thought was a grape. Mouth was set for grape, and said I got bitter saltiness. Hey, Dredge, you know what I mean? And anyway, my wife.
Anyway, Dredge, you all right? You keeping well?
Yeah. I was on Paul Ross yesterday.
All right,
well,
mate.
Literally.
Calm down. It won't be the first time. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, my wife. Well, good for you, mate.
Leonard Rossiter, is that meant to be?
Oh, I can do Leonard Rossiter. Hang on a minute. Miss Jones. Oh, Miss Jones. No, hang on.
There you gone, Frankie Howard.
Oh, Jones. No, Titty, you not. No.
Miss Jones.
Miss Jones. Miss Jones. There's a black man in here, Miss Jones. That's not bad, is it, Dredge?
It's not too bad, not too bad. You know, he also did Reggie Perrin, didn't he? Which I think was superior.
Yeah, Reggie Perrin. Reggie Perrin was actually funny.
His boss was called CJ, wasn't he?
Sorry?
CJ.
He was called CJ.
No, you used to say, oh, CJ.
Listen to me, Perrin. I didn't get where I am today by playing the fool.
I can do all of the popular of the
70s.
All the popular of the 70s.
Yes.
Have you just called in, Dredge, just to waggle your willy around, mate?
Just a swank.
Swank.
Well, no, if I can just refer you back to the beginning of the show.
Yes?
You were asking for stories about people who ate food when they were kids.
And just to confirm, you did eat food as a kid, didn't you?
Actually, I'm slightly annoyed. I went to this strange donut shop in the West End last week.
Yeah. This had better be a gag. This is going to be a gag. I love it. I'm in. I'm sat here. I'm sat on the edge of my seat. I'm waiting because Dredge is one of Britain's greatest comedy minds. Been retweeted by Danny Baker. He's been a guest on the Paul Ross show. And here we go. We got a gag. It's a gag just to set the scene again. He was in London's West End at a donut shop. Here's the thing, guys. There is no donut shop in London's West End. Here we go. He's in London's West End. He's in a donut shop. Ladies and gentlemen, with the punchline to this gag, would you please welcome John Dredge? Dredge, over to you.
It was £4 for one donut. Thank you. Hello?
Okay, thanks for your call. I don't know. I didn't get it. Just didn't get it. Let's go to Noel Taylor. Good evening, Noel.
Hello, Iain and Kath.
Hello, Noel and Taylor.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
Jolly good. I'm fine, thanks.
You don't care. Yeah. You don't care.
Eureka! I have just invented a flying saucer that can travel faster than the speed of light.
Now, when you say you've invented it, do you mean A, you've invented it and built it, or B, you just thought of it?
No, I haven't got a working model.
Okay, so you just thought of it. Okay, right, go on then.
Yeah.
Because on that basis, I've just invented a monkey that climbs out of my butthole.
Yeah. Faster than the speed of light.
No, the monkey climbs out quite slowly. It's quite a painful process. But I invented it.
By having swirling high-powered laser beams on its outer edge, concentrating an electromagnetic core within.
Are you reading this from your report?
One planet at a time. Yes, I'm reading it.
Good, he's written it down. Make sure you copyright that.
Yeah, thanks very much for phoning NASA that time.
Okay, well, I think we should phone up some more spacey people, and you should tell them about this. We're gonna hang on a minute. We're gonna phone up LA. LA's fine. The sun shines most of the time. And the feeling is laid back. There's a Neil Diamond impersonator playing at the Aylesbury Theatre. I'm tempted to take the night off work and go. Let's phone up someone spacey.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. We're sorry. The number you have dialed has calling restrictions that have prevented the completion of your...
Oh, let's try...
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. They do not want 323. LA's fine. The sun shines most of the time. And the feeling is laid back. Here we go. Let's try this. We're going to find space people.
Your call will not be completed because the party you are trying to reach is not accepting calls from callers.
Get stuffed.
Not accepting calls from callers?
Oh, jeez. Hang on a second. Let's try... Okay, let's go to Glendale. Glendale, 001 818... Miss Jones, no.
I'm impressed with your impersonations, Iain.
I'm very good. Here we go.
Good, yeah.
So we're going to go to space people.
Cheers.
No worries.
You can do impersonations.
Hang on a minute.
Busy.
Busy line.
Oh.
Beep, 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 busy line. I put a nickel on my telephone and got my baby's
Hello, you've reached my wife. Sorry that I missed your call.
My wife.
Please leave a message and I will return your call as soon as possible.
Tell him no.
Go on, Noel.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Go on, Noel.
Hello, I am Noel Taylor. I have just invented a flying saucer that can travel faster than the speed of light by having swirling high-powered laser beams on its outer edge, concentrating an electromagnetic core within, aimed at one planet at a time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We'll hang up there. There we go, Noel. Brilliant. Well, let us know if it's a space place. It's astrology and astrocartography readings if they get back in touch with you. Best of luck, mate. Thank you very much indeed. There we go. It's fun. Put them in touch with science people, space people.
Do you know, without his expertise, we could never be instrumental in creating, space travel. But in our small way, we've done it.
Very happy to help there. 0344 499 1000. The switchboard is empty, which is a relief. But let's see if you can do something about that, i.e. phone in and stop it being empty. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
The radio show where the owls are not what they seem.
Do you or have you ever watched Twin Peaks?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
We could be dreaming and meeting each other in our dreams.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is kind of not a particularly good story, but we're going down this vibe. Finder's crispy pancakes will disappear from the shelves after 61 years. I've never had one.
Oh, delicious.
Never had one.
But
what is the crisp? What is it?
Like a very fine breadcrumb.
I'm surprised Findus is still going. Who did the curry? Vesta. Do you remember Vesta?
Yeah.
Vesta can't still be going. I'm surprised Findus is still going.
They're what we used to take on our Duke of Edinburgh's award.
Vesta
meals.
Vesta curries.
Yeah.
Now sold under the Birdseye brand, the new look crispy pancakes. Oh, so well, hang on. So it's just basically the story is Findus crispy pancakes are turning into Birdseye crispy pancakes.
They're doing a whisper stroke salad cream on
They
us.
have different fillings and are 75 pence more expensive at £1.75. Generations of children grew up having them after school. Never had a crispy pancake in my life. They used to come in cheese, ham and cheese, and beef flavours, but will now be in mozzarella, it's cheese, tomato and mozzarella, and ham and mozzarella. So they used to come in cheese, ham and cheese and beef, but will now come in cheese, tomato and cheese, and ham and cheese. The new breadcrumb-coated stuffed ones will have 4 in a pack, but are 20%.
It's just some pancake news.
I fancy a Vesta curry now.
Wow, yes, man. Yes, man. That's what it's about. Vesta curry is what it is all about.
0344 499 1000. By the way, what a sad day when school... We don't know if the school has actually changed its curriculum, but primary school is forced to change its curriculum. Possibly. They say they haven't, but who knows? But the fact that a load of idiotic, stupid, thick parents, Muslim parents in this instance, thick, stupid parents, pulled 400 or 600 kids, numbers vary, out of school because they don't want to learn that it's okay to be gay. Here's the thing. These primary school kids weren't being told where they put the genitals. They weren't being told about the sex act. They were just being told it's okay to be gay.
It happens.
That it happens. Well, we wouldn't want my primary school... well, wait, if you don't want your primary school children to know it, then you're a bigot. Simple as that. You're a bigot. My kids know it. Do you know why? Because there's 2 kids in their school who've got... Well, there's at least 2. There's 2 that I know of whose parents are both men. You know, and so... And they don't question it. They don't question it. It's like, oh, that's Thingy Bob's dad and that's his other dad. That's it. That's all they need to know. I mean, well, that's it. That would be the... You know, sometimes kids don't have a mummy and a daddy. They might have a daddy and a daddy, or they might have a mummy and a mummy. Because it's okay for men and women to fall in love. It's also okay for men and men to fall in love. And it's also okay for women and women to fall in love. Okay, let's go and play in the sandpit.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
It's not and then what they do is they then, get this and they do... That's not what it's about. So anybody... How could anybody listening to this... You won't, because you're all liberal, left-wing lovies like us. How could anybody have any problem with kids knowing that it's okay for men to love each other and for women to love each other. How could you have a... And also, you know, what if your kid is gay, right? And they don't... It's not discussed at home. It's not... and they're thinking, oh, God, I'm a boy, and everyone else fancies girls, but I really like Steve. I think Steve's cute, and I don't... This is how confusion happens. This can lead to self-harm. This can lead to suicide. This can lead to bullying. I wish, when I'd been 7 or 8, that someone had pointed... Because I used to make fun of gays when I was a kid. Of course, you're so gay. You're such a gay lord. But I wish someone had said very early on, by the way, you know that's cool. You know that's okay, that people do this. It's normal.
The thing is, these kids are going to find out, and they'll find out through Google, which you'll have no control over whatsoever.
No gay Muslims! There are no gay Muslims. Allah does not allow it. That's what they're saying. Of course there are. There's loads of... You can't suppress this stuff, man. You can't suppress this stuff. How could anybody, someone phone up, right, with one solid argument for not telling primary school kids that it's okay to be gay? One argument. You cannot do it. You can't do it. Because it's okay. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Alan.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Alan. What can we do for you?
You were talking earlier about how poor you were when you were younger, and you didn't have anything to eat. Well, when I was young, my mum and dad went on holiday, and there was me and my sister. I was about 10, she was about 13, 14, and we're rummaging in the cupboards to find something to eat. I made a digestive biscuit and sugar sandwich.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. I want one. I want one, Alan. You're like Heston Blumenthal.
I couldn't even find any butter.
Oh, so it was dry?
Yes.
Wow, that would be okay. Well, I would like a little bit of marge on there, because that's a dry thing. I used to love digestive biscuit with cheese, but I would slather it in margarine. Just slather it in margarine. Oh,
my parents didn't leave us any butter.
Well, you guys had it. You guys had it really tough. I used to get a spoon and eat Stork SB out of the tub, and that's like lard.
Do you remember lard?
I do remember lard. I used to love a fry-up cooked in lard.
Yes.
Well, what is lard?
You don't see it anymore.
What is lard?
Oh, you do. Pig fat. My mother-in-law used to cook with lard.
It's the best.
I used to.
No, well, she's not alive anymore. She would still be doing it.
That's what ended it. Her arteries blocked up, and she was because of that.
No, but I just remember there's a very precise smell, which is different.
Yeah.
Fry it with lard is very different.
It's quite smoky lard.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss it.
I'm going to get some lard. I'm guessing lard is very bad for you.
Yeah, but in small doses. You're not going to just eat it on a butter. Well, you might.
I am going to...
No, well, the way we used to use it over here was you put a bit of lard in the frying pan, and then you made your fry up.
Yeah, that was it.
Just like you do with, like, crisp and dry.
But then... Crisp and dry. But then... The once you'd finished the fry up, the lard would solidify again.
You could scrape it up and
scrape up, use it again.
No, but you get that now. If you
crisp and dry,
do a bit of bacon in the pan, and then after you've had your bacon, you look at your frying pan.
Oh,
it's just pure white.
Oh, mate, I go like 4 or 5 cooks without cleaning my frying pan. Because it keeps the flavour, You're not supposed to clean a wok.
Exactly. I was going to say, my mate Dave Chung, that I used to live with at university, his mum and dad had a Chinese restaurant, and you were not allowed to touch his wok.
No.
And he didn't clean it.
Not allowed to clean the wok?
Well, I've just started cooking things from scratch myself, and I've started using chorizo, and I've seen Jamie Oliver do this. You cut up some chorizo, you just fry it up.
By the way, Kath is dying inside every time you say chorizo.
Well,
she's dying inside.
It's fine. It's fine.
Go on, so just correct him once, because it's...
Well, I mean...
just say it.
Has it, sorry?
Chorizo.
But I'm from Northern Ireland. We say things differently.
I'm from Manchester. I'm making an effort.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alan. I'm sorry you had to endure that. That was unpleasant. That was bullying. That was trolling.
Anyway, while I'm talking to you, have you got Northern Ireland sorted? Have you got?
No,
Belfast
do you know what?
sorted?
They've not. They're quite the Black Box where we will be performing in July. They're quite
busy.
Let's say busy. Let's say busy.
Got back to you?
Sorry.
Have they still not got
No, we have a date in the diary, but they've not got back with a ticket link yet. I will send them a little email tomorrow. I've got to sit at my computer tomorrow and try and write some words. So when I instead of writing the words, I'm going to send some emails, because I struggle writing words, but I don't struggle to send emails. So I'll send them an email tomorrow, and we will let you know.
Well, me, my girlfriend, and my daughter are definitely coming.
How old is your daughter, just for
we
health
were
and safety?
talking to you one night before, and Kath was going to phone us Sos, but she's definitely 19.
There we go,
She's working
perfect.
Tonight. She's not here.
Perfect, because we have had like 13-year-olds rock up, and it's
posing as 25-year-olds.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to a podcast there earlier on today, and it was a 9-year-old talking, but I could have swore it was just Kath putting on a
Kath putting on voices on this show.
Never.
We will not allow. Alan, I will chase up the date, the black box, and I will let you know. Thank you very much indeed for a list of all other dates. By the way, only 7 tickets left for Manchester. If we sell those 7 tickets this week, we'll try and put on a little something else on the Sunday as well. So Saturday, 7 tickets left. There's only like 20 tickets left for Glasgow now, and these are months away. So iainlee.com/event. iainlee.com/event is the place to go. I think there's like 12 tickets left for Brighton as well. Mark, you'll be first after the news, then it's Rainbow George. 03444. Oh, I forgot his tapes. 03444. I knew there was something I had to do. 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I wipe my dog's bums, all right? I wipe my dog's bums.
Never.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold. A brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while.
Okay, I'm bored of that. 03444991000. Here it is. A primary school has been forced to, although they've said that they haven't, so I don't quite know. But this is, anyway. A primary school has been forced to abandon anti-homophobia lessons following protests from Muslim parents. Parkfield School in Birmingham has said it will ditch the no outsiders classes until after Easter. Oh, okay, until after Easter, while it consults with parents. Parents shouldn't have the power to do that. They shouldn't have the power to change a school's curriculum in that way. Because of religious belief. You can't do that. You shouldn't be able to do that. Shame on these parents. Shame on these Muslim parents. The school's assistant head, Andrew Moffat, who is himself gay, so what? Why do we even need to know that?
Like he's pushing his own agenda, is the suggestion there.
Why do we need to know that he's gay? The whole point of it is it doesn't matter what you are. So who cares if this guy is gay? The gays are trying to recruit. They're trying to brainwash normal kids and recruit them and then have sex with them when they're children because we know the gays are paedophiles. The school's assistant head, Andrew Moffat, who is himself gay, created the lessons to promote tolerance of same-sex couples and other minorities, but strict parents said they objected because homosexuality is against their religion. Tough. While others said children were too young for such matters. Tough. On Friday, parents said around 600 Muslim children were withdrawn from Parkfield for the day in protest. Mr Moffat has also been threatened and the school was daubed in graffiti.
God. And they don't need lessons.
This is exactly why they need to have the lessons, right? And I know there are a load of Christian families that are the same. The kids in this story are Muslim, but if you have a religious belief that looks down on anybody for whatever reason, then you're a bigot. You're a bigot. Flipping LBC, they keep getting Christian Concern on, who are a tiny, rabid minority of extreme right-wing Christians. Like, they're tiny little organisation. But as long as things like the BBC and LBC give them credence, then people will think they are a serious organisation. They're not. They're a tiny bunch of idiots. Mr Moffat has also been from 2020, all primary schools will teach gay and transgender issues as part of compulsory relationships education. Listen, someone phone up and give me one good reason. One good reason to leave me. I'll give you 12 good reasons to stay. Anyway, they're bigots. I don't care, they're Muslim or whatever. You wouldn't speak like that to Muslims. I am. They're bigots. All those parents that pulled their kids out are bigots, and you're creating problems and you're creating division. Imagine, and yeah, it's slightly different, but there are similarities, right? Oh, so my kids' school, they're teaching why it's okay to be a Muslim. No, pulling my kids out. Not having that.
You do get some idiots doing stuff like that when there's like a mosque visit.
Not having
and
it.
stuff.
I'm not having my kids learn it's okay to be a Muslim. I'm not having it because my boys are C of E. That's the only way. C of E. Yeah. A church that was made up so that a bloke could get divorced. It's nonsense, man. Yeah, okay, kid, Muslim. Okay, I know it's slightly different. People online going, well, that's not the same. Well, I know, but it's tolerance, man. It's tolerance of difference and being able to empathise with other people who have different outlooks on life, whether it's for religious reasons. You know, and listen, we defend Muslim people whenever there's like a terrorist attack and people start doing the usual, Islam is a religion of violence. Well, listen, we defend Muslims, defend Christians, we defend them. But in this case, these suckers are wrong. These 600, the parents of these 600 kids are wrong. Wrong. Let's go to Mark. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mark. What have you got for us tonight?
Right, when you're on about food, when you're on about Vesta curries and things and mad sandwiches and that.
Yes.
I remember when I was younger, when I was about 8 or 9, my mother used to sit down on a Saturday night, and then there was only 3 channels. You had BBC One, BBC Two and ITV, and watch the film, 9 o'clock film, and she'd have an ideal milk sandwich. She'd have a what? Say that again. An ideal milk sandwich. Remember the tins of ideal milk?
Ideal milk? No, I don't remember that. Is that like
Carnation.
Condensed milk?
Yes. You sit down with 4 slices of bread and a tin of ideal milk and make sandwiches out of them.
Do you know what? Yeah, my mum used to do that, but with I don't think it was called ideal, but yeah.
My gran used to boil up carnation milk in the tin, and it comes out like caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make caramel out of it. Yeah,
I can sup that stuff, and also, if I'm feeling decadent, get me a can of Tip Top. Get me a can of Tip Top. I'm having it. Listen, you and me, Mark, we're going to get a couple of cans, couple of tinnies of Tip Top. We're going to put 2 holes in. You need 2 holes in for it to come out. And we're just going to sit there and we're going to sup that good milky goodness like a couple of guys.
Tip Top.
My mum used to do the milk sandwiches. Yeah. Go on.
And another one, personal favourite of mine, get 2 nice thick sliced bread, toast it.
Yeah.
Get some nice cheddar cheese, not too thinly sliced or too thickly sliced.
Okay.
And put loads of strawberry jam on the top. Oh, have you ever tried that?
What is this? Is this some kind of sick fantasy masturbation phone-in? What are you talking about, you deviant?
Sweet and sour.
Is this what you... Sweet and sour? Sweet and sour? Cheddar cheese and strawberry jam? What, are you stroking them on out now, you pervert?
Oh,
this is a wind-up. This is a wind-up, Catherine.
You haven't lived. You haven't lived if you haven't had toast with cheddar cheese and strawberry jam on the top. Oh, it's stunning.
Sweet and sour.
You have cheese with...
Sweet and sour.
You have cheese with fig jelly, right? Well, that's like jam.
No, but try strawberry jam.
I'm sticking up for you. I'm sticking up for you. I mean, yours is kind of the low-rent version of this, like, posh fig chutney thing.
Do your flies up. Put it away. We're not interested. People like you're like the guy on the front page of the Star that I wasn't going to talk about, the jockey dwarf caught with his pants down at an arcade.
Oh, no.
You're worse than that, dude. Good night.
Oh.
Good night. I hereby cancel our tip-top drinking session. Sorry you had to listen to that. I should have dumped that, guys. That was disgusting. Sweet and sour.
Jammy cheese.
No, I'm not having that, mate. I'm not having that. Let's go to Gerry. Good evening, Gerry.
Hello.
Hello, Gerry.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, Gerry. I've got some bad news.
Oh.
Unfortunately, someone on Digital Spy doesn't like it when you phone in because he can't understand you. So I have made the decision. I've made the decision to ban all disabled people from calling in, Gerry. And that's your fault.
You should apologise to him.
Apologise to him, and we'll translate for you.
How's your name?
Let me find the guy's name. Hang on a second.
I mean, he won't be listening now. He will have switched off because of you, obviously. But...
Hang on a minute. Let me find this guy's name. Hang on. Hang on. Calm down. Calm down. I'm finding it. Here we go. Guys, Radio Tuner. I haven't listened for a while. I tuned in Monday and Tuesday. This was last week. I enjoyed the stand-ins. I tuned in last night. The first caller I heard was Gerry. I know the man has problems, but it was an instant switchover. So, Gerry, you apologise to Radio Tuner on the Digital Spy Forum, please.
Hang on, give me 10 minutes. I'll come back with a written statement. Give me 10 minutes to ring back with a full written statement. I'll ring back with a full statement.
He's going to ring back with a... He's going to ring back... All right, Gerry, we'll speak to you in 10 minutes. He's going to ring back with a statement, Radio Tuner. But I have decided I am banning all disabled people from calling in. It's just not worth the hassle. They're not worth... They're tiny minority. And also, it's not normal. We know that. They're teaching disability rights at school. No, they're not. Kids, we're having a day off. You will not learn that it's normal. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Imagine if someone had never listened to this show and that was the first bit they heard. Me telling a man with Parkinson's he's banned because people can't understand him.
Welcome, stranger.
Good evening, George.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You didn't happen to hear my call to Dotton Adebayo this morning, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, that was funny because I told his producer that you told me to pee off, and he listened back to it. I think it would be lovely if you gave Dotton a call tomorrow morning.
I'll decide when I'm going to call Dotton, George. But thank you.
No, it'd be nice to hear you having a conversation.
It will happen. It will happen when I don't have to get up early one morning. I've already planned this. It will happen when I don't have to get up early one morning, and he has something on which I wish to speak.
Oh, good. You could tell him why you told me to pee off.
Well, no, I'm not going to phone up. Here's the thing. I'm not going to waste my call to Dotton Adebayo, one of a great broadcaster. I'm not going to waste it talking about you. We're not going to mention you at all.
Yeah, well...
Why would we? Why would we?
I don't know. You conjured a few memories for me tonight already, talking about Jonathan Ross.
Yes.
I was a guest on his...
I don't think we mentioned Jonathan Ross.
Yes, you did.
Paul Ross.
Sorry?
Paul Ross.
No, you mentioned Jonathan Ross's TV show.
No, we didn't.
You didn't?
Nope.
Well, I was a guest on Paul Ross's TV show as well, and Frank Boffs and others.
Frank Boff, shamed sports presenter.
Yeah, and conjured memories of the black box in Belfast.
Yes.
I'm just looking at a poster now. I did several gigs, sort of 7 weeks running.
Yeah.
In Belfast.
I'm guessing it's something like the 27th anniversary since no one turned up or something, is it?
No. I was holding a postal ballot. I was speaking on behalf of the Make Politicians History Party, and people were taking part in a ballot to make politicians history, and this was the last gig at which the ballot would be counted. And I'm just looking at the poster.
It's a lovely venue. It's a great venue. I'm looking forward to going back there in July.
It is. It had just opened.
Yeah.
It had just.
We're going to close it.
It was the Rocky Rolling Rainbow Roadshow 060606 Universal Wonder Day. Joined the
snappy title. There's one thing you got on your side is snappy titles. I've often thought that.
Joined the Rainbow Revolution in the Black Box, Hill Street Cathedral Quarter, Belfast, where the result of the MPH postal ballot will be counted and declared.
Okay.
060606. Another revolution, the party to end all political parties.
This is why you don't get on other radio shows, because this is boring.
It's
don't
not
read.
boring.
It is. You're just reading a 13-year-old poster out.
Yeah, but it's a good story surrounding.
You haven't told us the story. Don't read the poster. Tell us the story. The poster's boring.
Well, the poster's boring. The poster's
the poster. Yeah, George, trust me, right? I'm driving a radio show that I've got to keep entertaining. You reading a poster is boring.
Okay. But the poster ends up 060606, the end of days.
You're still reading the poster. It's boring. Tell me the story.
The story was we conducted this postal ballot over.
Here we go.
Over several weeks, and some thousands of people voted to make politicians history.
Well, I know, because we don't have politicians anymore, so it worked.
No, we're still making. We're still campaigning to make politicians history. I mean, they are our servants. They're not going to tell us that they're redundant. We have to tell them that they're redundant, and we will tell them they're redundant.
Okay, well, you keep telling them that then.
Yeah, well,
do it.
I'm trying to do it.
Well, do it.
It's all.
Do it then. Don't tell me. I don't care. Tell them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I really don't understand you.
I tell you what, George, I'm finding these calls really, really boring. Just boring, man. My job is to try and keep this show as entertaining as possible. And I just the last couple of calls, you phoned up to talk about other people's radio shows, and then you've read a poster. What am I? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, man.
Well, I'm just an old man. Trying to start a peaceful revolution.
But you're winding me up.
Why am I winding you up?
Because you're annoying me.
But I don't know. I just.
Because you're arrogant and boring.
You keep calling me arrogant.
You're very arrogant. You're one of the most. You're one of the most arrogant callers we've ever had.
I'm very self-deprecating.
No, you're not. You're very self-obsessed. You're a narcissist.
I'm not a narcissist.
You're very self-obsessed.
You misjudge me totally.
You cannot listen to others and take on board criticism.
Of course I can.
No, well, you don't. You never have. You never have in any of the calls that I've been involved in.
I don't know why you want to criticise me.
Because because I told you because you're not listening. I've told you why I want to criticise you. Don't want to. I want to be able to enjoy these calls, but they're boring. And my job is to make an entertaining show.
I'm trying to provoke thought.
But you're not, though. You're reading a poster and telling me about a radio show you were on 22 hours ago. That's on another station.
Okay, well, what about John's Gospel, which strongly suggests that Jesus was gay?
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Gay Jesus. Now we're in. Yes. Give us the gay Jesus facts.
Well, Jesus says to his disciples, if you want to follow me, you have to leave your wives, and then he gave them one commandment. I command you to love one another.
There we go.
And then John declares himself as being the disciple that Jesus loved.
There we go. Perfect. We got.
So
now that's interesting.
Yes. Well, oh, good. I'm glad I've put something that interests you.
Okay. All right. Listen. Well, thanks for the call, George. Tapes are in the post.
Tapes are in the post. No, they're not. You said you forgot them.
Yeah, it was a joke, George. Tapes are in the... This is the thing. You can't... Every time I say something, I'm instantly called a liar.
No, you say I don't listen. I heard you say...
It was a joke! They're in the post!
Oh, good.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Every time I end up getting so wound up. The most frustrating caller ever! 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Experience the unconventional.
Hello.
The unpredictable.
Don't you think that's a bit weird?
And the completely unorthodox.
It was my birthday.
With rule-free Iain Lee.
I was just trying to generate a bit of content.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Hate alarm clock. Hate going to work.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The switchboard is empty for the first time this evening. Do you know what I was thinking after I found George's calls very frustrating recently, because I like a bit of conversation. I shout a little bit. It's a bit of theatre. It's a little bit of theatre, but with George, it really winds me up because I like a bit of. First of all, it's our show, right? Yours and mine, Catherine, right? Mm-hmm. So we're kind of the hosts, and we have to. You're the producer as well, and we kind of have to make it as interesting and as bouncy or whatever as possible, okay? We don't always get it right. Of course we can't. I'm doing 15 hours of improvised theatre a week, right? It's not like other radio shows where they have loads of guests lined up, or they have, really strong topics, and they've, it's not that show. It's a very, what the show is. It's very ramshackle. It's very off the cuff, off the hoof.
Both.
Oh, really? It's kind of
on the hoof.
It's on the hoof, off the cuff. It's spontaneous. We have a few kind of stories written down from the papers, but literally, when I grab the story, I've got a dozen stories written down. They're not very good ones today, but I don't read the stories. I just see the headline and go, "Oh, that might be quite good," and jot it down. Sometimes we read them and they're not very good, so we don't always get it right. And I'm sure you can understand with 15 hours of improvisation a week, if half of it is good, that's not bad odds. And I think we do more than half. I think maybe we're getting like 80% a week is good, and the rest is up and down. But sometimes it goes. But it's our show, right? So of course we dominate the conversation, but there has to be a conversation, and there is no conversation with George. Wasim, stop phoning us up. Wasim is banned. He just keeps phoning up every night. He phones up like 30 times a night.
It's that Wasim who's told us at least 4 times he's never phoning again.
He phones up about 30, 50 times a night. He flashes on the screen for 5 seconds and puts the phone down. It says by your name, Wasim, you're not coming on the air. So stop it!
But thanks for listeing. He's not listening, though. He's on the phone.
Counts. It still counts. Still counts as the figures. So I don't know. I have. I've looked death in the eye this last week. In the last 10 days, literally looked it in the eye. Not my death, but I've looked it in the eye. And the conclusion I've come to, I've been reminded of. No, this doesn't matter. None of this matters. This doesn't matter. Right? This radio show don't matter. Okay. My written off card doesn't matter, right? This radio doesn't matter. None of this matters. If I lose this job tomorrow, it don't matter. Something will happen. None of this matters. This isn't important what we're doing, Catherine. Some people say, well, no, it is important because you help people and that guy forget. No. This isn't important. All we're doing here is filling in time until we die. That's it. That's all this show is. That's all radio is. It's all television is. It's all movies is. It's just to fill in time until we die. And I'd forgotten that. And I was starting to take this a little bit too seriously and a little bit, this doesn't matter. And if tomorrow my boss phones up and says, well, Iain, it's been a great run, but we're not going to renew your... OK, thanks very much. I appreciate you letting me come in and play. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, you know. So I think that when...
Boss, if you're listening, it does matter to me. I've not got quite as many savings.
No. We're a team, boss. If I go, she goes.
Seriously, I can...
If I go, she goes.
Make coffee.
I've got a few quid in the bank at the moment, so I'm all right.
I haven't.
So it doesn't matter. Something the universe will provide.
Will you?
The universe? No. I cannot do that.
Well, the universe hasn't got a great track record with me at the moment.
Well,
so.
Whoa. Okay. How have you been financially the last 15 years?
Managing.
And that's it. That's all we can ask for. It will always be all right. Trust me, the universe will provide for you. I guarantee it. Once you have faith, once you hand it over...
Do you know what we really need?
Yeah, go on. Did you just fart?
No.
Yes, you did.
What is this?
She went, do you know what we need?
No, I didn't.
Did you hear that, dear? If you're listening on DAB, 0344 499 1000, did you just hear Catherine go, you know what we need? and she dropped her guts.
That didn't happen. Was it you?
No, it wasn't.
Was it you?
No, I swear it on my life.
It wasn't me. I swear on your life,
I'm holding
on
in.
my life, on my kids' lives. I didn't fart.
Dear listener, 0344 499 1000, did you just hear... I'm trying to be spiritual and wise. She's cutting the cheese.
I am not.
She's passing air through poo.
No cheese was cut.
Go on.
I was going to say we need a bank of a zillion wonders.
No,
we don't have to do anything for that.
None of this matters, guys. None of this matters. Let's go to Mungo.
Hello.
Hello, Mungo.
Yeah, a bit confused, but before I ask the question, you said that you stared death in the eye.
Yep.
What colour eye?
It was very dark.
Really?
Yeah. No, I did. I'm not going to go into any more detail, but yeah, I've looked it in the eye.
No. Colour's good. Why is Dennis Norden calling up your show and calling himself Raymond George? What's with that?
Because as we all know, Dennis Norden faked his death because he just couldn't find any more funny clips of people swearing, and he was aware that those clips were getting too self-aware. So he faked his own death, created this character of Rainbow George, and he phones us from time to time for a little bit of bants. Classic bants. Classic from beyond the grave bants.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that can make sense.
Yep.
On the kids and gayness thing.
Yes, kids and gayness. Yes.
Yeah, kids and gayness. I think maybe it's probably wrong. Maybe because it's gay. See what I did there?
Oh, okay. So that's the third joke you've done, and all three were crap. Mungo, absolutely awful. But well done. Thanks very much for your call. It's appreciated. You filled in 2 minutes of airtime. We're 2 minutes closer to death. Thanks to Mungo.
You blame me for cutting the cheese. That was verbal cutting of cheese.
Good evening. Wasim's calling in again. Put the phone down. You're not coming on. Good evening, Ross. You're coming on.
Oh, good evening. Anyway.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, have you been watching the new series of This Time with Alan Partridge?
I have missed it. I will watch them at some point. Catherine says it's not very good.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, it was flipping. That Northern Irish fella rang up, said it was, and I said it was all right. I thought there were funny bits. He was very snobbish about it.
You said it wasn't very good.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, maybe not in so many words.
I said it was all right. I wasn't offended by it. He was saying it was absolute crap.
Hang on, Ross.
Don't you tell me to calm down.
Keep out of this, Ross. You say so. What did you say? Shut up, Ross. What are you claiming you said? You said it was all right. You said it was... You just said
it was all right and there's some funny bits.
Right, so you said it was all right, OK? So just saying something is all right means it's not very good.
No, I would say it's not very good.
Yeah.
No, not
you
very
say,
good and all right are different.
No, they're not different. You say something is all right, that means... Yeah, it's all right. If you go...
It's all right.
If you go... how was that film? Oh, it's all right. Well, that means... No.
Well, you could ask me how it was.
Shut up, Ross! For God's sakes, man! I'm going to punch you in the throat! Steady! With language like that, let's be friends. Ross, what did you make of it? Because Kath thinks it's just all right, not very good.
Say
that! Oh, right, shut up. Right,
I beg your pardon.
Right.
Don't you tell my mate to shut up, Ross!
I'll punch you in the throat.
You leave her alone, Ross!
I have been an Alan Partridge fan since Knowing Me, Knowing You.
The TV series?
Yes.
Yeah, I was an Alan Partridge fan since On the Hour. So I've been an Alan Partridge fan longer than you. All right, mate? All right, buddy? Carry on. Carry on. You probably never even heard On the Hour. Carry on, buddy.
I have. Thank you.
Okay, what was it, mate?
Well, let's get to my point.
What was On the Hour, mate? What was On the Hour?
On the Hour was on BBC Radio 4.
Right, okay. But you didn't like Alan Partridge then? You weren't a fan of him then? You only became a fan...
No, I'm one of the biggest fans of all time.
Right, hang on a minute. You said you became a fan, Knowing Me, Knowing You, the TV series. So you weren't a fan of him during On the Hour, or The Day Today, or Knowing Me, Knowing You on the radio. So those three huge moments in Alan Partridge's life, you weren't a fan then. But you call yourself a fan. All right, mate, carry on. Plastic fan. Weekend fan. Carry on. Carry on, buddy. You were a fan about 5 years after everyone else. You carry on, mate. Go on.
Well, no. Oh God.
I'm gonna.
Oh no, I was more of a TV fan. Not. I didn't even know the radio stuff existed till I started watching the TV stuff.
Okay.
And then I realised the radio existed.
You didn't know radio existed until you watched the telly. What was there an advert for radios on there?
Oh, you're such an idiot.
I'm not the idiot. You're the idiot.
Do you know what you're like, Ian? You're like a really annoying bigger brother. That's what you are. I haven't got a brother, but you're. If you're
you haven't got a bugger.
The one I want to.
Why did you say I haven't got a bugger? What is wrong with you? How does your mind work? You're a deviant. You're a sexual deviant. This is why I don't want my Muslim kids to learn about being gay.
Right, listen, when you get round to watching it, okay, there's a second in the second episode, which was on the other night, when they got a studio audience in the studio, and Alan Partridge goes up the steps and he accidentally knocks someone off, but you have to watch it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
You've just told me the gag.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it. There's so many bits.
Okay, he's just telling me the gag.
I love it when people explain comedy to you. Love it.
I don't like it when they tell me the gag. I'm going to watch them at my leisure. I'll probably wait until they're all done and then just have a Sunday afternoon.
I was thinking about that conversation we had about Alan Partridge last time round, and it got heated again. And I just think, stop forcing everyone to like what you like or don't like what you don't like.
Exactly. Just listen.
Chill out, man. It's just a bit of fun.
Just chill out. Just, guys, what's your problem? Leave it, all right? Doesn't matter. None of this matters, okay? 0344 499 1000. Do you know what I was thinking of doing today? And I didn't do it because I think we're about to enter a phase where we might start getting told off for things, right? Where just as as we move in building and it's becoming a little bit more corporate, but I was thinking today, like you do the show, but you just give out the phone number for LBC. So you go. So we're talking about what food did you eat as a kid? Give us a call now, 0345 909 0973 or whatever. I don't know what the phone number was. 60. I don't know what the phone number is, but just giving out their phone number, you catch a few people out, and on a good day, the switchboard at LBC it wouldn't be bombarded. We don't get that many calls, but it would be enough to really wind them up. Yeah, I'm phoning in about. I want to speak to the host. Phoning in about sandwiches my mum made in the 70s. Yeah, we're actually talking about anti-Semitism in Labour at the moment
and Brexit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, we used to have Marmite on bananas. Yeah, we're talking about Jeremy Corbyn at the moment. It made me laugh in the car this afternoon.
Well, I'm glad.
Thanks very much indeed, Mum. Nigel, stay there, buddy, because you're going to be next.
It's about to get real.
It's about to get real boring. I guess a lot of these people just kind of had enough. But I don't know how to tell them.
Well, you've just been telling them.
He's not listening. You're not listening, are you, Nigel?
Get me some water, please. I want some water.
There we go. I told you he wasn't.
What?
0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
OK, let's hope he got his water. Did you get your water?
Get me some water, please.
Imagine if he was actually dying and he needed water.
And we just laughed at him.
And we laughed.
It's a good gag, isn't it? Good gag.
Is it?
I don't know. Could you explain the gag to us, Big Nige?
It's the man you was talking about does it on TV, doesn't he?
What man?
Oh, Alan Partridge.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does. He does actually.
In the advert.
Yeah.
Will someone get me some water, please?
That's not a bad.
Yeah, hang
that's
on.
not a bad Partridge impression. I like that. All right, well done, Nigel.
I'll just bring it down. Hang on, I'll just bring it down. Will someone get me some water, please? Will someone get me some water, please? Come on, get me some water, please. Get me some water.
literally the funniest 20 seconds you've ever done on air, Nigel. Well done at last.
I've woken all the bloody neighbours up too.
Oh, what's your language, buddy?
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Anyway,
well,
I've got a new song tonight. I found Love Songs by Barry Manilow.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got the backing track, but I can do, obviously, a cappella, and I've got about half a dozen songs to learn here.
Let's just pick one.
Well, I already know
this
some
month.
of them anyway. There's one called I Can't Smile Without You, which is a nice
I
nice
love
song.
that one. I love Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
I think he's great. Do you know a great Barry Manilow song? One Voice. Do you know that song?
Singing in the darkness, all it takes is one voice.
Do you know that's not on this album?
Oh, is it not, mate?
I am quite the Fanalow.
Yeah, I like Barry Manilow. I think he's great.
Is he gay? Barry Manilow?
Yes, quite a bit.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, because my mum told me and I didn't realise.
Well, his husband thinks he is anyway.
It doesn't matter, though, does it?
No, not really, no.
It don't matter.
Nice for him.
I think. Do you think it's wrong to be bisexual?
No.
Yes, that I do. I think it's disgusting.
Oh, dear.
Willies and fannies? No. Just choose. Pick a side.
I always stick to one, you see.
Which one do you stick to?
One or the other.
One or the other. Look, listen. No, of course there's nothing, because there's nothing wrong with being bisexual. Yeah. Of course there's nothing wrong with it.
No, but I prefer just to go with one person, either one or the other. Well, probably only women, mainly, because I don't really fancy men. So I must be normal.
Well,
what's normal?
What is normal? What is normal? Wanting love is normal, apart from those people that don't want love.
I think it's better to have somebody than nobody.
If that's what you want, some people don't want anybody, and that's fine.
I want company, because I need company.
You don't want someone rubbish.
Oh no. But you understand what I mean? You need everyone needs somebody to love.
Well, I don't know if everybody does. In fact, I know that not everybody needs somebody to love. I would suggest that most people. Let's try and break this down into a Venn diagram.
But some people like being on their own, don't they?
Some people like being on their own. Yes, I would suggest that most people want somebody to love, but some people don't want anybody to love, and they're happy with that.
And other people love everybody.
Some people want lots of people to love. Good for them. My favourite. Remember the Freddie Mercury tribute concert, and the Spinal Tap played there, and they were. Do you remember this? They were interviewed backstage, right? And someone said to them, "So what did you learn from Freddie and Queen?" And one of them said, "Well, the operatics." In rock, I learned about operatics, and another one went, "Yeah, I learned to always double bag it."
Wow.
That was a great line.
He was quite an opera singer, wasn't he?
He was great. Great singer, Freddie Mercury. Just did lousy songs.
He's a fabulous pianist.
I don't know about that. I never saw him nude.
No, pianist.
Yeah, I never saw it. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see it because he would have that microphone stand in the way.
You could nearly see it. His outfits were quite tight.
No, I wouldn't. I was too busy. I was too busy looking at his face. Why would I look at his penis?
It'll soon be Easter again, won't it? Next week.
Yep, changing the subject.
Anyway, Nigel, why don't you do us a Barry Manilow song?
Okay, then. That was funny what I said, wasn't it? Get me some water.
Don't milk it.
Have you recorded it?
Nope.
Do you think you can't play it back to me?
No. Just do the song.
Okay, I'll do the song. Oh, you might be able to record this then.
No, just do the song. Let's just keep it live.
But you don't know when they're going to do it. record you, do you? Because somebody else does.
I'm so close to cutting you off.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Here we go then. Here we go. You know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh and I can't sing. I'm finding it hard to do anything. You see, I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad when you're sad.
His batteries are running out.
I just can't smile without you. You came along, took a song and
priced up my drums.
Who believe I believe. It's a funny bit here. It goes, it's a funny hard bit to say.
Who'd have believed that you were part of a dream?
Yeah. And then it says,
lived in a tent, massage my back.
It's happiness takes so very hard to find. I'm finding it hard, leaving it love behind.
Key change.
Me. I think my throat's gone with all this shouting.
Okay, well, in that case, we'll get him some water. Thank you, Nigel. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. Tough old crowd tonight. Tough crowd. Do you not think? I mean, the crowd. I mean, callers. Tough callers tonight. I can't name one caller that's been any good tonight. Can't name one. Name one. Name one caller that's
Nigel
been
made
good.
me laugh.
I mean, okay, yes. 20 seconds of a 10-minute call.
Oh, that's not bad odds. I'll take that.
You take Nigel.
I'll take 20 seconds of Nigel.
Okay. 03.
Not a second more.
0344. Switchboard is empty, dear listener. You're welcome to rectify that if you want. I've got to say, we've got 5 tickets left for Manchester.
Ooh.
5 tickets. If we sell those 5 tickets this week, we're going to try and do another show.
Extravaganza.
On Sunday, and it'll either be like a game of tag in the park, or we'll try and get a venue, and if you bought a ticket for the first one, you get like really, really cheap ticket for the second one.
Can I express a preference of something not running?
Okay, so it'll be tag.
No, come on.
Or maybe we go, this is what we can do. Maybe we go and do an adventure room, escape room, with the listeners.
Well, all of us?
Yeah.
I don't want to be locked in with them.
Yeah.
I don't want to be locked in with you.
Maybe, well, you would be handcuffed to me.
I don't know.
Maybe we go and do an escape room with the listeners.
I hate the idea. I don't like being locked in. I'm not even joking.
For crying out loud, you just if you don't like it, you just press a button and they let you out.
Okay, I'll press the button straight away. Or I'll hold the bags and wait outside.
No, you're coming in.
No.
That would be something, wouldn't it? Do they have escape rooms in Manchester?
No, they banned them.
it's called prison.
Strange ways.
That's it. I couldn't think of the name of the prison. That would have made the gag whole. Yeah, maybe we do that. So if we sell these 5 tickets, maybe we look at doing an escape room and everyone chips in.
Can we not do Quasar or something?
Oh, serious fun with a laser gun. Yeah, we could do a little bit of Quasar.
I'll do that.
It's quite. But here's the thing in Manchester. It's not. They have actually real guns in there.
That's a stereotype, mate.
Yes. So a lot of humour is based on. A lot of jokes are based on stereotypes. Like there's 2 Pakistanis.
No.
Okay. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. I believe you got story about a-holes.
I've got so many.
Oh.
Do you want one about a woman who got tied up in her car, or the man who reckons he found his girlfriend's dirty box?
He did.
Man horrified after finding girlfriend's creepy box.
Oh.
Like in Netflix's You.
No.
What would you do if you found a box full of things you thought you'd lost in your partner's wardrobe? This is the predicament one man has recently found himself in after curiosity got the better of him. While his girlfriend was out at university, he claims he stayed behind in their bedroom and had a rummage through things out of boredom, which is always your first mistake.
Well, no, the first mistake is being a partner that leaves a partner alone in your house or apartment.
When you've got stuff.
Because of course you're going to go...
Would you have a rummage?
You wouldn't?
No.
You've read your daughter's diary, so
I didn't.
Talk to me.
I didn't.
Yes, you did,
No,
actually.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I found a piece of paper and and it was torn out of her diary, and she'd binned it. So
Right,
I was thinking, what's this that she's written on?
So you read a bit of her diary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boring.
Okay. Well, yeah, I would.
I was checking it was for chucking out, is what's going on.
Oh, jeez, come on.
Come on.
I would, of course, if I were to be left in a...
If you were to be left in my house, would you have a rummage?
Well, no, because we're not partners.
All right, okay.
It's a partners because
it's not
there's...
just anyone's.
No, because
yeah, you would.
If I was babysitting your kids and they were asleep,
you'd have a little
and you
room.
were late, yeah, I would.
Wow.
I would. But that's different from a partner's house because a partner, there's already an implied sense of trust. So you're
allowed to look for things to disappoint you.
Well, no, you just start to go, well, what's at the back of their sock drawer? What's in that box on the top of their
Good to know.
cupboard? What's in their loft?
Wow.
What's
in their loft?
What's under this?
You're getting the ladder out.
What's under this loose floorboard? What's behind the fridge?
Well, this is what you're going to find.
Okay. Be quick, because Gerry's on the line.
What he found
It's the
above
last
her
time he can
wardrobe
call
left
in.
him feeling genuinely scared and unsure of how to proceed.
Okay.
The unnamed 21-year-old revealed all in a post on Reddit. In the post, he claims he found a mysterious cardboard box on top of the woman's wardrobe which contained a number of items he used to own, including a toothbrush, receipts and boxer shorts.
Okay.
But mixed in with these were some very bizarre things such as hair.
I had a scrunchie from an ex-girlfriend for a long time. It smelled nice. Smelled of fur. It's nice.
Jeez.
I
hope that was from the 90s because there's no excuse for scrunchies.
It was the early 90s. Yeah.
Hair, toenail clippings, and even a used condom.
That is that's voodoo.
She's
voodoo.
giving samples. Yeah,
that's voodoo.
Yeah,
that's black magic.
She's going to make a new one.
Wow.
He said, "We've been together for just over a year and we've never had any issues apart from minor arguments that were easily resolved. Up until recently, I've never noticed anything strange about her behaviour. No, because she keeps it in a box. A few days ago, she left her room at uni to go to a lecture in the morning and left me up there. Blah, blah, blah. I opened it, found so many things I used to own. There were odd socks in there that she's taken, a toothbrush that I thought I'd lost after our holiday, bits of hair, presumably from my comb, toenail clippings, receipts I assume she stole from my wallet. She even has things like empty wrappers of food that I know were mine. There was a piece of glass in there, don't know what that's from, a USB phone charger, a half-used bar of soap, boxer shorts, used gum, used plasters from God knows when.
That's love. It's love.
And the used condom.
That's just love. That's all it is love. It's this love. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Good evening, Gerry. Gerry's back. It's the last time Gerry can call in because Radio Tuner on the forum for Amen Digital Spy says, I haven't listened for a while. I tuned in Monday and Tuesday. I enjoyed the stand-ins. I tuned in last night. The first caller I heard was Gerry. I know the man has problems, but it was an instant switchover, so I've made the bold, and I'm the first to do this in not only British radio, but world radio. They've probably done it in Germany, actually, but I am the first person ever, the first radio host to ever ban disabled callers from calling in. It's a bold, bold step. This is the way to go. It's all thanks to Radio Tuner. Gerry, I believe you have an apology.
Dear Mr. Tuner, I am mortified to learn of your post on the Auburn TS forum. I am beside myself with genuine remorse. I am sorry you felt obliged to switch channels, but good news on the way. Mr. Lee has promised to ban all disabled listeners and phone callers from his radio show, so you shouldn't see from me anymore. Thank you very much, Mr. Tuner. Goodbye. If you haven't touched it already.
Nope, I didn't get a word of that either. But Gerry, you're taking this exactly the right way. I've got to say goodbye. If you could tell Gerry, could you do me a favour?
Yes.
Could you tell all the other disabled people they're banned?
Disabled people follow the standing off crossroads. We're all banned.
Thank you very much indeed, Gerry. Well, he took that very, very
gracious.
Well. Took that very, very well. Let's go to Simron. Simron.
Hello.
Hello, Simron. You're live on Talk Radio.
Hello. You're right. I was just wondering, what do you think about Brexit?
What do you really want? What do you really want to talk about? Hello, and that was it. There you go.
Oh, that was awkward.
Nice try. Nice. Well, not even a nice try. It was a lousy try. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You're very welcome to. I'll remind you of what we've talked about after the news at midnight. So if you want to... But you know the score. We sit here and we just talk rubbish. And you can call in about absolutely anything you want. I mean, if you're going to do a prank call, try a little bit harder than I was wondering what you think about Brexit. Jeez. I mean, but you can call in about anything you want, light, heavy, big, small. It's entirely up to you, dear listener. The switchboard is empty now, so now's a great time to call. 0344 499 1000. We call you back as well. It's simple as that. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I had to leave you and go away, but I think about you every day, in the morning and in the afternoon. I wish that I could see you soon, and when I held you I felt so fine. It was like there was nothing left on my mind. It was like Rockaway Beach in the month of June. I wish that I could see you soon. I had no plans to meet you, baby. I had a million things to do, baby, but you hit my heart with a harpoon. I wish that I could see you soon. The angels go, how long till you can see her? And I'm like, the sooner the better. Do you really think she will wait for you? Well, I have no way to say, and there's nothing I can do. Well, I have no way to say, and there's nothing I can do. Go. Now listen, now that I am across the sea, I wonder if you're gonna wait for me, or if you're gonna find a new boy to spoon. I wish that I could see you soon, and if you wait a little, my pretty friend, until I come back to hold your hand, we'll be like birds when they break through a cocoon. You know, I wish that I could see you soon. It'd been a while since I felt like this, and now I found someone I really miss. Under the sun, under the moon, I wish that I could see you soon, angels. How long till you can see her? And I'm like, the sooner the better. Do you really think she'll wait for you? And I'm like, there's no way to say, and there's nothing I can do. Well, there is no way to say, and there's nothing I can do. Go. Well, the sooner the better. Do you really think she will wait for you? And I'm like, there's no way to say, and there's nothing I can do. Well, there is no way to say, and there is nothing I can do. Well, there is no way to say, and there's nothing I can do. No way to say, and there is nothing I can do.
Thank you to Dave for reminding me that song existed, and he brought me the single of that. Go and watch the video. Go and watch the video of Herman Dune. There's also a great. The video's great, right? There's two versions of the video. It's him and a load of kids just like floating in a room, right? So the version is they're like just like floating in a room. They're walking around and then they'll start floating. And then there's a second version where it hasn't got the special effects on, and you can see they're just climbing up on green screen stuff that's made to disappear, which is great. But then there's also, I've got to find it on I'm guessing it's still on YouTube. There's a version of him doing it live on French TV, and it just rocks, man. He's got like this horn section. He rocks. He rocks. Roxanne. Roxanne.
I was thinking about the Police today.
Yeah, rubbish, weren't they?
No, I quite like them.
Singles band. Good singles band.
Roxanne! Every little thing. That is a good song.
Roxanne! You don't have to put on the red light!
He did used to do a bit of an accent, didn't he?
Roxanne! You don't have to put on the red light! Roxanne, put on the red light! Roxanne, put on the red light! Roxanne, put on the...
You can have no voice in the morning.
I'm a fan of the chamomile tea. No, they were a lousy band.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they weren't. Let's go to Imran. Good evening, Imran.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hello, Imran.
Hi, how you guys doing?
None of your business, boy. What do you want?
Yeah.
What the hell do you want, boy?
I called yesterday. Do you remember I recommended that anime show Death Note?
Yes. Oh, yes. I didn't realise... Here's the thing. I thought it was a movie. I didn't realise it was like a 50-part TV series. I haven't got the time. I'm dying, right? I'm 45 years old and I'm dying. Don't panic. Don't panic. I just mean... At best, at the very, very best, I'm at the halfway point of my life. I'm probably well over halfway, right? I've got bookcases, literally bookcases full of books I never read. I've got DVDs that are still wrapped in the cling film from whence I bought them. I haven't got time to watch a 50-part Japanese anime television series.
What he's saying, Imran, is thanks very much for offering. That's really kind of you.
Oh, no. I mean, it seems daunting. I'm not the type to give up that easily. Let me convince you.
God, hang on, you're not phoning in with the... You can't phone in with the same thing that you did yesterday. Although, talk to Nigel, talk to George, talk to all of those, of course. Yes,
no. I swear, I listen to the show all the time. Like, oh, God, I don't want to be a Nigel or a George.
You're getting close. You're getting close to it.
I'm getting close. All right.
Okay.
Each episode's 20 minutes long.
Right, and how many episodes are there?
37. All I say is...
Come on.
Speedy through that. 37. But
37.
Oh.
Right, if you don't like it after 2 episodes,
I've got two. If I don't like it after 2 minutes,
listen. You don't have to do it in a day. Just chill out about it. Watch one, see if you like
it.
Yeah,
it's about the journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, hang on. That's 12.3 hours. That's half a day of anime.
And how long is that audiobook you've just downloaded?
It's 27 hours, but it's about something I'm interested in. It's about Sir George Martin.
Oh, Ian, I've actually bought it and I've sent it you, so you'll get a copy of it tomorrow.
Okay, well, and if anyone wants it, it'll be on eBay the day after.
Don't be tight.
He's reminded me, remember that pervert who sent me, 50 CDs of crap music, and then would just phone it every day. Have you listened to it? Have you listened to it? Have you listened to it? And in the end, I had to say, look, I'm not going to listen to it. It's not my genre of music. If you want to know, I felt under pressure and I put it in the bin.
Oh, yeah.
And then it turned out...
No, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Okay. Well,
listen, Imran, I'll watch it.
Kath will watch it and she will give me a summary. I'll tell you what we'll do, Imran. Kath will watch 3 episodes a day, an hour a day, and she will give us a little update each night.
Can't promise an hour.
There we go.
I like a lion.
We'll get a little update every single night, Imran. So I look forward. Thank you. It's a new feature. It's very kind of
her. After we spoke yesterday, I saw a documentary called Free Solo. Have you heard of it?
No, yes, I have heard of it, but I have no idea what it is.
What?
Free Solo. Oh. But what is it?
Well, considering that you recommended me Bros and 3 Identical Strangers, along the similar kind of vibes, amazing documentary about a climber who has to climb.
Oh yes! He climbs like a 3,000-foot sheer rock face without any ropes.
What for?
Without any ropes.
It's sheer, and he climbs up. Yeah. He can't. I mean, he makes it. Spoiler, but it's sheer, and he's climbing up. Here's something, Imran. Do you know what I'd watch a documentary on? Yeah. I would watch a documentary on mountain goats. Have you seen goat? Have you ever seen a mountain goat climb a sheer wall?
Yeah, they just jump and it's really
nuts.
Yeah, and they've got 4 legs to work out.
Well, it makes it easier. I would watch a movie about mountain goats climbing up a wall. If you could find one and recommend it, Imran, that would be... Why have we got so many phone calls? Did someone drop a C-bomb or something? I don't know what's going on there. If you could find a documentary for me about mountain goats, Imran, that would be awesome, man.
Perfect.
OK, thanks very much for your call.
Thanks,
I appreciate it. 0344 499 1000. Good evening. This won't last long. Good evening, Guy.
Evening, Ian. How you doing?
Very well, mate. What have you got for us?
Nice to find you on Talk Radio.
What do you mean, find me? I've been here for 3 years. Where have you been?
LBC still.
Oh, you're mate. I left LBC 10 years ago, at least.
I know. The last show you did, you threatened to play Britney Spears the whole show.
Did I? I didn't know that was going to be the last show. It was a strange day that I'd handed my notice in, but I gave them a month's notice, and they said, sure, okay. And it was a Friday, and then on the Monday I got a phone call saying, yeah, don't come back. Miserable git.
Got a DCM.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can't believe you've only just found me.
I know. It's terrible.
Don't worry, it's the same. It's the same old act, and I know Nick Abbott's filling in, so we will take some of his listeners. I'm happy with that.
Now, are you a little bit bitter about LBC?
No, not anymore. It was a long time ago.
Because you mention them all the time, and they mention you never.
What? They don't talk about me still. Well, they do that old-fashioned thing of why would they mention me? James O'Brien's mentioned me a couple of times, but why would they? Why would they?
They're actually not allowed to.
Sorry?
They're not allowed to.
Why?
They're not allowed to. You know, we have like freelance newscasters and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to. They won't have anyone who's worked on the station or who is still working on the station. You're not allowed to acknowledge another radio station.
Also, the LBC's part in my life is more significant to me than my part in LBC's life. You know, it was but no, I'm not bitter. Guy, this is awful. Are you underwater?
No, that is all.
Okay, thank you very much, Guy. We're here every Monday to Friday, 10 till 1. Got so many calls. I don't quite know what's happened. Good evening, Alan.
Oh, hi there.
There we go. At last, peace and quiet. Thank you, Alan. It's appreciated, brother. A moment of mindfulness. I was thinking about doing meditation on the radio, like just.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's not bad, is it? In this ever-changing world in which we live in, it would just be nice just to give a little bit of genteel...
You know, my 7-year-old at school, they have mindfulness after lunch.
Well, let's get her in to do it then.
She'd be great.
Let's get little.
Sometimes they colour.
7-year-olds do meditation.
All right, I'll get her to do.
Get her to record.
I'll record some.
Get her to record a guided meditation. We'll put a little bit of the old hippy dippy music underneath. Boom, we got a feature.
All right, I'll sort it.
We got a feature, Alan. You were there for the birth of a feature, Alan.
Yeah. We workshopped that. Yeah.
Oh, well, don't get carried away with yourself, buddy. You were in the room. You were in the room at the same time. You ain't getting a writing credit, all right? Now sign this bit of paper, and I never want to see you again. What have you got for us tonight, Al?
Just a sidebar on briefly mentioned last night subject about peeing in swimming pools.
Oh yes. Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
Well, I have now. I'm 51 years old, and I never did it until last year because I read in the news that the average pool contains a wheelie bin volume of urine. How much?
Hang on, what? How much?
A wheelie bin.
A wheelie bin.
As much as is in a wheelie bin.
But that can't be because it's constantly the water isn't static. The water is constantly being filtered.
Is it? Well, they said. That's just what science said. This.
Science. I mean, come on, man. You're still buying into that nonsense? Science?
Yeah. I believe in the whole thing, moon landings and everything, and the wheelie bin.
You disappoint me. The wheelie bin of piss, which is the title of my new book that's coming out very, very soon. Okay, but go on.
No, well, it was just when you were saying, about doing it yourself, and I was, I would have been shocked before, but then I read it.
It's weird, isn't it? It's weird letting go like that, but once you let go, it's let it flow. Let your love flow like a stream of piss in a swimming pool. All living things. Once you let it go, it's...
Well, just do it. Everyone else is.
Yeah. In fact,
absolutely.
do you know what I'm going to do? I'm taking the boys swimming on Saturday, and I've got a wheelie bin. I'm going to wee in it for the rest of the week, and I'm just going to take it in and dump it in. That's what I'm going to do.
Middleman.
Yeah, I'm just going to take it in and dump it in. They can't stop me. It's my right as a human being, and I'm going to just quote science. Why are you doing this? Science. And my mate Alan.
It's not going to make any difference. Yeah, it's not going to make any difference. It's full of piss anyway.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alan. 0344 499 1000. What happened to the two men from New York who used to call us a lot, one of whom even moved over to the UK and came and saw us in Brighton?
Oh, yeah.
What happened to those guys?
He got embarrassed, didn't he, about his performance in Brighton, and then he phoned back months later and said that he was embarrassed.
Did he get embarrassed?
Yeah.
There's no reason to be embarrassed.
No, I know.
Some people, and I get it, this is our job, is to
show off.
To make complete idiots of ourselves. My job is to try and make Kath laugh, basically. That's it. And if I do that, then there's a chance that one or two of you might be laughing out there. That's my job. So we have very little shame, but we do have a few callers who came and did something at a live event. Thinking of, was it George, the guy that gave the talk about London?
Yes.
Who was a great caller. I used to like George, and then he came and did a performance ring, and it didn't quite go according to his plan, I would imagine. And he stopped calling us. Called you the other day, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
But
Yeah, and he was still talking about that. So
yeah, I know, and I get it. I get it. But you shouldn't be. You know, you shouldn't be. It's a safe environment.
It's what I said to him.
Yeah, it's a safe environment. But I think maybe we annoyed the other New York guy. There was a thing where I think maybe we were just using our normal tone and language, and I think maybe it cut a little bit, as it sometimes does.
Or did he get a bit entitled?
Maybe.
Sometimes that happens.
Maybe. Let's go to Gary, then we'll have a break. Good evening, Gary.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello, mate. You all right?
All right, Gary, from the High Wycombe.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. I live not too far from High Wycombe these days. I'm looking forward to April, when I believe the Wycombe Hellfire Caves are reopened.
Yes, I believe they are, yeah.
I'm
no Wycombe expert. That's not why I rang up.
I have a feeling...
Do you?
That when I go to Wycombe Caves, it's going to unlock something, because I think I might have been confusing Wycombe Caves and Wookey Hole.
Yeah, no, Wycombe Caves are unique in their own self.
Yeah, I think I might have been confusing the two, and I'm wondering if I can't remember what it's like in there, but I'm just okay. This is how it is. Has Wookey Hole got a spire with a golden ball above it?
I believe he's called Noel Taylor. Yeah.
Okay. I don't get it. That's too oblique even for me. But because someone said the other day, I saw something that I always thought. I remember going to Wookey Hole and crapping my pants. Right, it's like caves. But I remember there being a big spire with a golden ball. Right, but I think the big spire with the golden ball is in Wycombe at the Hellfire Caves, which means my whole life I've been getting the two caves mixed up.
Yeah, Hellfire Caves are West Wycombe, aren't they? I think.
They're West Wycombe. You're right. Not High Wycombe. They're Low Wycombe. Anyway, Gaz, what you got?
Well, Ian, thanks. I was just about to go to bed, and I heard you saying call about anything. I've got little pet subjects I like to talk about. Then he went on to speak about the Police, which is my favourite band when I was back in the 80s when I was a young man.
Okay.
First band I ever saw live. It was fantastic.
I tell you a terrible Police song, and they played it a lot. I've heard it 3 times in the last 2 weeks on another radio station.
Yeah.
Synchronicity.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you on that, yeah.
It's weird, right? Because it's quite catchy, and it's like something's happening, and a man in love, and then it goes to chorus like about a monster in a Scottish lock.
Yeah, no, and Spanish Lock is going to come and get you. I remember when the Police broke up and Sting had his first solo album, I thought, great, it'd be good. And it was a jazz-influenced thing.
I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman. That's a good song. That's a great...
I went down to see him at Royal Albert Hall, and I was slightly disappointed.
Because he played 10 Summoners' Tales twice.
That's not too bad an album.
I quite liked it.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, are you a fan of his musical about the steel industry in Newcastle, starring Jimmy Nail?
No, he lost me there. But 10 Summoners' Tales has
I'm a big expert on the steel industry in Newcastle, and it's the sad demise I'm very upset about.
Okay, well, then they had Jimmy Nail singing about it.
It's affected my family over many generations.
That's why you've moved to High Wycombe, to get away from the bleak.
A bit of Forks down here.
The bleak. Okay, so hang on. You've just phoned up to say that 40 years ago you liked the Police.
No, that wasn't what I rang up to say.
Well, you said it, and you rang up.
But what I was going to say is that some of the best songwriters in the world happen to be the worst singers.
Give me some examples, because on face value I don't buy that, but give me some examples.
Bob Dylan.
Okay, he's got one.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, he's not a bad singer.
He's not a great songwriter.
I'm a massive Bruce fan, but he's not the best singer.
He's not a great songwriter.
I was listening.
Terrible songwriter.
I was listening to Fire.
Thunder Road.
I was listening to Fire today.
Yeah, Fire.
That's quite rapey. When you listen to it now, it's all you're saying no, but I know you want to.
You're saying no, but I know you want to on the streets of Philadelphia.
It's like 3 verses of him pushing his luck.
He's got to. If you give us one more.
Mark Knopfler.
Oh, goodbye, Gary. Thanks for your call. You're a troll. Mark Knopfler's a good songwriter. What are you talking about?
Sultans of Swing.
That ain't working. That's the way you do it.
10 Summoners' Tales was quite an important album for me back in the day.
Why, did you lose your cherry to it?
No.
Did you have a little fiddle listening to it? Was it the first album you fiddled to?
No.
Fiddler on the Roof?
No, I had a Spanish boyfriend.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And did you summon his tail 10 times?
He was a competitive cyclist. He had shaved legs. They were nicer than mine.
It's not hard. This is Talk Radio.
The wild man of late night radio.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000. Let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Hello.
Hello.
Is you all right?
Yes.
I'm Simon from Wolverhampton.
Sorry, we can't hear you, Simon. It's not a great line.
Hello, I'm Simon from Wolverhampton. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, yes.
You can hear me now. Yeah, I was just wondering, what do you think about legalising cannabis?
The same thing I think about Brexit.
What do you think about Brexit?
You don't care. Why do you care what I think about legalising cannabis?
Wait, are you a Remainer?
Listen. Your first call wasn't successful. Your second one's not going great.
Forget that. Forget his first call. Take my first call. Are you a Remainer? Yes or no? I do care.
Why do you care? What difference will it make to your life? What I am?
A lot of difference.
Go on. Tell me what difference it will make.
It will make a lot of difference.
I tell you what. You tell me your real name, and then we'll have a chat.
It's Simon.
Okay, now tell me your real name.
Look, can you just tell me, what do you think of Brexit? Are you a Remainer?
I can't have a conversation with someone who's a liar. So tell us your real name.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, well, I'm not answering it until you tell me your real name.
Okay, what do you think of legalising cannabis?
Okay, and what's your real name again?
My real name is Abu Abdullah.
Okay, and what's your real name?
Abu Abdullah.
Okay. Hey, listen, do you play any musical instruments?
No.
You don't play the banjo?
No.
You should learn the banjo, man, definitely. I think you'd be really good at it. Thanks very much for your call. Let's go to Star. Good evening, Star.
Hello.
There's an oblique reference for some people. Good evening, Star. What can we do for you this evening?
I wanted to double-check what the name of that song was and the band that you played just after the news at 12 o'clock.
Herman Dune, I wish that I could see you soon.
Right, okay. So, because I was listening to it, it was like really, really catchy.
It's good, isn't it?
And I was trying to like listen to it and that, and get you know, you do like the Shazam thing on your phone.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that, but it wasn't working.
No,
so
that should Shazam. I would have thought that would have Shazammed.
I don't know. It's probably my phone, to be fair, because I just did the Google thing.
By the way, my favourite thing is if I Shazam a song that's had less than 100 Shazams. Once I Shazammed a song that no one else had ever Shazammed. I felt so special. Special. Okay, well, I hope that helps, Star.
So Herman Dune.
Yes.
Right, okay, smashing, brilliant.
Tutty bye, go and watch the video. Good evening, Diana.
Hello, Iain and Kath.
Hi, Diana.
How are you both?
None of your business. What do you got?
I love it when you both sing.
Yeah, but I'm a great singer, and Catherine sounds good when I sing.
I think Kath's good as well.
Well, you know, we know you're
correct.
We know we you know, maybe you should go and see an ear doctor, an ENT,
okay,
ear, nose and throat. That means they're all connected. They're all same tubes.
They're not.
Yes, they are. Of course, ear, nose and throat are connected.
So if I blow in your ear, will it come out your mouth? Don't talk balls then.
Blow on my balls and see what comes out.
I'm not getting caught out like that again.
Diana, there's a very end of term kind of feel tonight. It's only Tuesday. What have you got for us?
Two things, if that's okay.
Hang on, Catherine, what?
Nothing, I'm just still hearing that joke. Carry on. Sorry, Diana, very
Sorry,
silly.
Diana. Catherine's being vulgar.
I think you're a bad influence.
Get to the point, Diana. Otherwise, I'm gonna ban you.
Two things, if that's okay.
Of course, yeah, go on.
I told you the other week that I buy a lot of second-hand DVDs, and these were brand new, and they were martial arts films, and I couldn't remember what they were.
Oh.
But I've got them here.
Go on, karate.
One of them is, obviously, I know what this one is, Enter the Dragon, which is a really good film.
Is it the 2-disc anniversary edition?
No, it's an old one, but
unlucky.
It was brand new.
Okay.
So. Another one is called Death Train.
Just called Death Train?
Yeah.
Sounds rubbish. Never heard of it.
One of them is called The Master with the Cracked Fingers.
Yeah, it's Jackie Chan, early Jackie Chan.
And the other one is Bruce Lee, Fists of Fury 1 and 2.
Well, Bruce Lee is in Fist of Fury 1.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee is not in Fist of Fury 2, but there's a guy who looks like Bruce Lee in Fist of Fury 2. And they're both... The first one is a great movie, a little bit long and ponderous, but there's a wicked nunchuck fight where he goes to the Japanese dojo. Does all that. It's good, that.
All those for £1, so...
Flippin' heck, you got bargains.
Yeah, and I thought you... So I'm glad I got that cleared up. And the other thing I wanted to say to you was, I know you're a big fan of Paul McCartney.
Yeah, greatest.
And I was looking on YouTube the other night, and you know when they did that Wings Over America tour?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how I haven't mentioned this before. I think he had his best band at that time.
Great band. Linda, Denny Lane, Denny, there's another Denny in the band, I can't remember his name.
The guitarist, Jimmy McCulloch.
Jimmy McCulloch, who, if you watch that, Wings Over America, the rock show thing, Jimmy McCulloch, or maybe it's Denny Lane, they got a necklace. You know what the necklace is? A razor blade. It means they're chopping up the good stuff. Naughty.
But wasn't and the drummer was good as well.
Yep, it's a great band. It's a great band. Wings were a great band. You know, it's the band the Beatles could have been, etc., etc.
But at that time they were really rocking, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. I mean, the thing I struggle with Wings is Paul McCartney's mullet. That's what I struggle with. I just don't get. I just don't get that. That really
party in the back, business at the front.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get how he could get his. The worst. You want to see the worst Beatle haircut, though. You look at George Harrison through the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
Have you seen George Harrison's perm?
Yeah.
Oh, his wet look, shaggy perm, awful.
Because don't forget, from what I understand at that time, there was massive offers for the Beatles to get back together again.
Yeah, get back to
and
where they once
McCartney was
belonged.
talking to John.
Yeah.
When he could.
Yeah.
But if they had got back together, that band at that time, that Wings band, was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great band. You know, we had Denny Lane on the show, and he's a great guitarist. And Wings are a great band. You want some some Wings albums. Some are lousy, but Red Rose Speedway's a great album.
Yeah.
London Town's quite a nice little album. You know, they're good records.
But that Jimmy McCulloch was some guitarist.
Why don't you marry him? Oh, he's dead. That's why, unfortunately. I think he died of drugs, didn't he?
Yes, that's very sad, but...
Yeah.
He went off to join the reformed Small Faces.
He did. He did. But him and Stevie Marriott, not a good... Catherine's just shown me bad Beatle haircut. Not a good combination, no. It was not... But I know Paul McCartney had to chew him out a few times because he was a little bit... because he was too high.
I missed when you had Denny Lane on. I missed that.
Oh, unlucky. It was good. We might put it out. We might put some of the old ones out as a podcast at some point. I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Diana. This is Talk Radio.
Neon lit night talk for torch singers, trolley dollies, and train wrecks like me. Never know just where the conversation will take you.
What I'm going to say sounds ridiculous.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Is it... I wouldn't answer that again. Is it half-term or something? Why are we getting kids phoning up? I mean...
Just badness.
Kids phoning up doing... trying to prank us? Oh, this will fill 90 seconds. Even more if I take a long time to find the story. I mean, I'm on the right page now, but...
You just rustle that a bit more.
Still got to look down. I haven't looked down yet. Not looking down. I'm looking down now. It's all filler. Everything from between now and 1 o'clock, Paul Ross comes in, is filler. Okay? There's a really good There was a good headline. Where was the headline? Wrong paper. It's all filler. You see, I told you this is a good headline now. Dogs lose boner.
What?
Common household chemicals may be damaging sperm and leaving men and dogs infertile. Research at Nottingham University showed that DEHP...
Would be my old alma mater, wouldn't it? Studying dog...
You used to go out with them?
Pardon?
Found in carpets, flooring, sofas, clothes and toys, along with PCB153, still around despite a ban, reduces the quality of human and canine sperm. The spermatoza. The spaff. Spermatoza.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Excuse me. Which one of us has got a penis?
Yeah,
well, you haven't at the moment, but who knows what goes on in your lifestyle. Sorry? Did I cross a line there? Well, then I retract that immediately, and I would like to apologise on behalf of the listeners for that. That was out of order of them. They shouldn't have made me do that.
Proceed. With caution.
1 in 6 UK couples struggle to conceive, and there has been a 50% global fall... There's been a 50% global fall in sperm quality in 80 years. You're telling me. That's that.
What does that even mean? Woman rescued by police after trying to recreate 50 Shades scene on her own.
Oh, no, no.
No, you've got to always make sure that you have a friend.
No.
The woman was found strapped to the steering wheel of a Citroën C3. I'm glad we know what the model of car was.
Yeah.
In a car park of one of Tenerife's best-known beaches.
Hang on, she was strapped in a car?
Yes. In the Playa Las Teresitas. A woman who tried to recreate scenes from 50 Shades of Grey had to be rescued by police.
I don't buy this. I think she was with someone and he legged it.
Officers initially thought the woman had gotten kidnapped. Says the Mirror, the British Mirror. Who is writing in this? An American? Shouldn't be allowed.
Gotten kidnapped. I was gotten kidnapped the other night. Yeah.
They thought the woman had gotten kidnapped when they discovered her strapped to the steering wheel of a Citroën 3 with duct tape tied tightly round her neck, which was preventing her breathing properly. This is dark. This is not... This is something going on.
There's something going on there. You wouldn't. That's not doable.
That's not
doable.
No.
Not in that state.
The bizarre rescue occurred yesterday just before 11 a.m. at the car park. 11 a.m. Before 11 a.m. No, people don't do stuff like that before 11 a.m. in car parks. In the car park of one of Tenerife's best-known beaches, Playa Las Teresitas.
Which is Spanish for the bondage sand.
Little Teresa's beach.
Yeah.
Island newspaper La Opinión de Tenerife said the unnamed local, whose age has not been revealed, was rushed to hospital after police cut her free. She's said to have suffered serious injuries to her wrist from the plastic cable ties she had used to bind her wrist to the steering wheel. No, you can't do two.
You could actually.
You could do one.
No, you could do one. You could do it.
What, with your mouth?
Your teeth, yeah. Cable ties, you could, yeah.
But what's the end game? Someone else involved in this.
Someone else is involved. Someone, probably a criminal, has run off and abandoned his lover.
A witness who dialed 999 when he saw the situation.
Is that the number for the police in Spain?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay.
So, again, gotten 999. I mean, we're lucky it's not... What was it in America? 911?
999, I think if I've got this correct, is the number for the police in Germany.
Is it?
No.
Oh, I fell into that one, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
A witness who dialed 999 lies. When he saw the situation the woman was in, said he was alerted by the constant tooting of her car horn, which she's believed to have activated by pressing her nose on it. The Island papers said she told police that she was taken away in an ambulance. I was trying to recreate a scene from 50 Shades of Grey, but things got out of hand. I haven't got a partner, and I'm alone. I don't believe it. Las Teresitas Beach is in the northeast of Tenerife, near the centre of the capital, Santa Cruz. I don't think we need to know that.
Santa Cruz.
No one was immediately available for comment this afternoon from the island's Policía Nacional, the force involved in the incident. 50 Shades of Grey Now We're Being Explained, 50 Shades of Grey, was first a book in 2011 before being adapted into a film directed by Sam Taylor Johnson, starring Dakota Johnson as Anastasia Steele and Jamie Dornan as Christian Grey. Neither of them can act. She never had matching... He was buying her expensive outfits in that, right? And expensive underwear, but never a bra.
No.
So I reckon he was going to, like, the 3 for 2 table.
Yeah.
Dorothy Perkins or something.
Yeah. Good film, that.
In the first film...
Enjoyed that.
In the 50 Shades series...
Don't just now recap the trilogy of 50 Shades.
That's what they're doing in the mirror.
Jeez, come on. This is it. This is what I'm talking about, right? Seriously, everything being filler. Everything being filler. Everything to just distract us from the dull... slow march towards our own deaths. That's all that is. Someone's just written and copied and pasted and stuck it in, and it's filled up a little bit of the internet, and it's filled up 2 minutes of radio. That's all it is.
Here's my theory.
Yeah, go on.
The guy that apparently called 999 was the cable tie guy.
He couldn't get it up because he'd been sat on a sofa with his dog, and they'd lost their boners. That's what it is. That's all it is.
It all ties in.
It all links. 0344 499 1000. Last 20 minutes of the show. Paul Ross is in at 1. The switchboard is empty. Give us a call. Let's have a chat. Let's have a late night. Let's have a... Here we go. Why don't you give us a call and we'll have a late night chat. See if we can set the world to rights. Maybe you've got some issues. Why don't you phone up? Share them. You'll feel better.
Ugh.
I'm doing the thing.
I know, it's horrible.
Why don't you give us a call?
Ugh.
No, don't do that, because that's going to stop people phoning in. But I'm going to ask you to go and sit out there and let me do a show on my own, because your tone is putting off people calling. That's why the reason we haven't got any calls is because of you. Why don't you give us a call? Right, just piss off.
Moonlit musings from mums, madams, and meat packers.
Oh, never mind, I must have misheard.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
The station's brilliant.
On Talk Radio.
Happy Pancake Day for yesterday, you losers. Idiots. Which idiots make pancakes? Go on, you make pancakes?
My kids don't really like them.
No, they suck. Pancakes are a lot of work and a waste of life. That's what they are. Southerners have 7 more friends than people in the north.
No, impossible.
It found the typical Southerner... Typical Southerner? I mean, guys, what is a typical Southerner? I'm not typical. I'm atypical. What does atypical mean? Does that mean more typical than typical? Or not typical?
Untypical.
But what does asexual mean, then?
Not sexual.
Does it not mean more sexual than sexual?
No, that's super sexy.
It found the typical Southerner has 30 friends, while it is 23 for Northerners. Watch your language.
I mean, it is.
Watch your language.
Come on.
See why you ain't got many friends, because you've got a potty mouth.
I am fun. I've got loads of friends.
Stop using indoor language on an outside broadcast. Those in the north are more likely to prefer their own company, the poll suggested. What are they asking polls for? The average Brit has 24 friends. Men have 27 compared with 22 for women. And social media is the main form of communication.
They're not friends.
Now, normally I don't read who commissioned the research, right? But I'm going to read who commissioned the research, because it's like, Kim Mills of Foxy Bingo, which commissioned the poll. Well, why would they do that? Said, we wanted to take a closer look at modern British friendships, and it's so interesting to see the regional spread in terms of friendship group sizes and how people value their friends. It's no surprise to see so many of our friendships are played out online these days. Why don't you sign up to foxybingo.com?
It's all friendly.
The survey of 2,000 people aged between 18 and 60 found half of them are happy with the number of pals they have. Of those quizzed, 9% believe friends are more important than family, and 7% would rather spend time with their best friend than their partner. Also, 93% would rather spend time with their partner than their best friend.
Yeah, which is kind of normal.
Guys, can I throw something into the mix? Shouldn't your partner be your best friend? Around 25%, but they should be, shouldn't they? Your partner should be your best friend. I'm Dr. Wolf, and I think if you want to make love to your partner, they got to be your best friend. I'm Dr. Wolf, Westheimer.
Why have you turned into some kind of, like, Joe Pesci or something?
I'm Dr. Ruth. I'm Dr. Ruth.
I amuse you. I'm a clown now.
That's no good.
I'm Dr. Ruth.
That's what she said.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And I think that if you want to have sex, you gotta grab him by the balls while he's inside you.
Oh, my God.
That's what she was the kind of say. The tiny little old lady.
And I remember
Here's the thing. If he's having a problem, I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And my suggestion is, if he can't come, put your finger up his ass.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Ruth.
All right, okay. Dr. Ruth, thank you for your...
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And my advice is, get it everywhere.
No more of that, thank you.
I'm Dr. Ruth.
Stop it.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And my advice is, take two. Invite his friend round. Why not? You only live once.
Also, 29
Can we find a recording
friends
of her?
seems excessive.
No.
I've got proper friends. You know, I've got people I'm friendly with. I've got people who I can have a chat with and blah, blah, blah. But proper friends, I've probably got, that I could go to when the S hit the F, probably 5.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
Here we go. Let's listen to her. Let's listen to her. Here we go.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
Well, for the single, taken, or anywhere in between, Valentine's Day can be a bit of a stressful time. So if you're looking to wow a special someone this year, we bring you the next best thing to Love Potion number 9. Yes, sensible tips from the one and only Dr. Ruth.
And now, love advice from Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer with some...
Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
She says it. I didn't know she was going to say it.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
She actually says it. Wow.
And now, love advice from
And
Dr.
my
Ruth
advice is...
Westheimer.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer with some great tips to spice up your love life.
Put your finger up his ass.
Bringing flowers is good. Sending flowers ahead of time is better. A woman needs more time to become aroused. So looking at those flowers all day will help put her in the mood. What's the best gift you can give your partner? A massage. It feels good. Your touch will warm his or her body and soul. And best of all, it doesn't cost a cent.
You want to massage her soul?
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And I'm...
No, I can't say that. Good evening, Robert.
Good evening. I've got a question for Dr. Ruth, if possible, please.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
What it is me and my partner, we've been doing role play with, the TV shows. We've done Spender, we've done Laughter the Summer Wine,
yes.
Homes Under the Hammer, and we're just looking for other ways to spice our love life up. So I'm just wondering, Dr. Ruth, where we could go from here.
Ben, I would suggest 4 into bed.
Thank you very much.
Or I would also suggest... come dine with me.
Should we give each other ratings, though? Could that be confrontational?
I think the emphasis is on the come dine. And then you give, at the end, you give her £1,000 and you leave.
And where should the finger go?
Up the butthole.
Do you remember that show we did on Talk Radio where we got the sack?
Yeah, because you said butthole too many times.
Remember that show we did when we got the sack?
It wasn't us, though. It was Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
Is she? I'm assuming she's dead.
I think she must be.
Because if she's not dead, I want Dr. Ruth Westheimer on the show and we all talk like that.
Let me check. She's still alive.
Get her on the show.
Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
Get Dr. Ruth Westheimer on the show. Don't tell her that we were doing this, please. Don't tell her we were doing this. But let's get her on the show.
Okay.
Let's get her on the show. Oh, by the way, how about all those other guests? How about Phoenix Galaxy, the cat guy?
The what one now?
There's the cat guy.
Right.
The cat guy from that I told you to email.
Which one?
Did you not email him? The Galaxy guy.
Yes.
From Cats from Hell.
Yes. Yes, I did, and he didn't get back.
What an a-hole. What an A-man.
Yeah.
There was someone
Prefers
else.
cats to people. It's a problem, isn't it?
Oh, but he's a big-time cat guy over in the United States. Doesn't want to come on the UK radio. Well, I tell you what, buddy. Next time in the United States, I'm gonna buy myself a piece and I'm gonna shoot cats. I'm gonna keep shooting cats until you rock up, and then we'll see. Then we'll see who's the big man. Okay. Then we're gonna find out who the big man is, and the big man's gonna be me.
There have been 3 possible Loch Ness Monster sightings this year. No, there haven't. It doesn't exist. The latest was when Erin O'Fahaudahagan, who watches a webcam pointed at the water, captured an image. The 53-year-old from County Donegal said it was only on the screen briefly. The Loch Ness is my least favourite of all of these made-up stories. It's just boring.
What about the Yeti? That Manchester Yeti that time?
Oh, no, that's a great one. No, that's a great one. Days earlier, a visitor from Manchester took a photo of something unexplained at the Loch in the Highlands. Loch is Scottish. Loch is Scottish for lake. Thank you, Paul. She said, "You can't scare me, Paul. You can't scare me anymore with your special effects you carry around with you." She said the dark creature rose 3 foot out of the water. All 3 incidents have been accepted by the official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register. Gary Campbell, the recorder of the register, said it is an early start for Nessie. I mean, it's just such a cynical, cold-hearted. So is anyone listening to me? You're typing on the computer.
I'm talking to Dr. Ruth.
He's on his phone. What is going?
I'd like to be invited into the conversation, is all. Courtesy costs nothing, Ian.
He's been so rude all
I'll give you courtesy. I'll give you courtesy in a minute.
Slept in a knife drawer, did we, Mr. Sharp? As my mum used to say.
How you, Paul? You're right.
Not too bad. We've got a really sad but hopefully optimistic ending to a story tonight. Only 2 years ago, a professor who's coming on the show identified an entirely new species of orangutan. 2017, called the Tapanuli.
Yeah.
This week, they lost an appeal in the High Court in Indonesia. Yeah. They're building a massive hydroelectric dam. It would destroy their habitat. There are only 800 of them left. But everybody listening might be able to help. They're beautiful-looking creatures. The professor's a great guest. Beside himself, it was because, to identify it 2 years ago, the most recent Great Lake, but then to say, but actually, we may well be, because if they build this dam, the population will get below a sustainable level because 2 of their natural habitats will go.
Right.
It's only found in one tiny part of Indonesia. And also another expert on the programme talking the fact that he's found a new order of insects in the UK.
Okay.
It's a web spinner. Now, I had no idea.
Yes.
And I'm a big head, but I had no idea that insects span webs. I thought it was only spiders.
One would assume that.
Yeah, but no, he's found a new... They're
disgusting.
It's now the 25th order of insects in the UK. There are only 28 in the whole world. So we're talking about that as well.
I'll take one of them. I'll take a monkey. Is that what you're saying when we can help? I'll take one.
Apes, technically.
Well, it's the same thing. I'll take one.
Not if you're an ape.
No.
You try and mate a monkey with an ape, that's just cruel.
Well, I will continue my experiments until...
Thank you, Dr. Moreau.
Until I reach that conclusion. I'll take one of them if that will help the situation.
I don't think, with all respect, Princess Risborough is somewhere where the habitat might favour the orangutan. Okay. It might do. It's getting warmer.
The cats would like it.
On the way to Chequers.
Yeah, the cats would like it.
Oh, it'd be great for the lads, wouldn't it? We'd have no trouble getting a babysitter.
Anything else? That's all coming up.
And we're also paying tribute to a remarkable woman, one of the great overlooked women and people from rock and roll, called Sylvia Robinson.
Yeah.
She had a hit in the 1950s, Love is Strange, with a man called Mickey.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
She had a hit in the 1970s with a rather saucy song called Pillow Talk. She wrote for Al Green. Al Green was by then a reverend, said he turned it down. And she founded, or co-founded with her husband, Sugar Hill Records, and gave the world rap and hip-hop.
Oh, wow.
It's her birthday today. We would have got on the show, but she died in 2011.
Well,
we're going to celebrate her life and what they're making a movie of her life and about time too.
Wow.
So from the 1950s to hip-hop, it's all there.
Oh, sounds right.
Plus the Tapanuli orangutan. Last seen in Princess Risborough.
Okay, I'll take one.
People know where you live. I've not said something hideous.
They don't. They know now.
You're on the move.
They know now. Catherine, we got 2 minutes. Have you got anything?
Just close my computer down. But I can remember them.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. We're working until
Paul Ross is in. I have got
a ghost story tonight. And it's the Ghosts of War, and I'm slightly worried about the taste element of it because
Yeah.
they're ghosts from the 1940s.
Yeah.
And a clairvoyant and historian. Well, he's not exactly a clairvoyant, he's a paranormal investigator.
Clairvoyant and historian.
Well, he's
wow.
a paranormal investigator and a historian. He has worked with the BBC about the Blitz and bombings, and he's been around Hull in particular because Hull was terrifyingly bombed.
Yeah.
And the last major bomb that fell on Hull was in March 1945.
Wow.
And it claimed kind of 16 or 17 lives, made 80 families homeless.
Yeah.
2 children were the victims. So we're talking the Ghosts of War on the programme. I'm worried it might be too soon. I'm worried that, 20th century ghosts are maybe slightly tasteless to discuss them. But
No.
people can give me a call if they've got a problem.
I think you can.
Because as we know from 6:30 each week, they're mourning the ghost of Julia Hartley Brewer, once a human being, haunts
yes.
this building.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. But I can't listen for political reasons. Thank you, Paul. Paul will be up.
Are you still blocked?
Yes. We've made peace, but she's still blocked me. We will be back tonight at 10. Don't forget, podcasts are plenty. If you go to Acast or iTunes or your usual podcast provider and type in Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle, Late Night Alternative, whatever, they will pop up. We put out a best of. I keep meaning to mention the podcast at the start of the show, and I always forget. But we put out a best of, and if we have a guest in, we put that out as well. There's also Rabbit Hole podcasts, although we haven't done a new one for.
No, we've run out of
But I can't
material.
wait to hear you two with Dr. Ruth. Yeah.
Well, we've
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
I'm Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
I think you'd beat you in a Dr. Ruth sound-alike competition.
I think we might do. We will be back tonight at 10. Stay tuned. Coming up after the news, it's Paul Ross. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
Join the Talk Nation.
Pick up your phone and talk radio.
We'll get you talking.